3 minutes, right? 2 minutes, okay. My championship jacket. We'll do weather first. You're going to probably want to turn that microwave when we get going. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Try to shield a little bit.
like this instead of not like this.
Right.
Yeah, or you could do something like this, maybe.
Okay. Just sit down because I'm going to have to stand this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to beautiful, and I am not being snide, it is beautiful Covington, Oklahoma. Little bit of a breeze now. We're on top of the press box. You heard that right. We are on the roof of the press box. Who is we, you say? Well, you didn't say that, but you could have. Ben Buckland here, and joining me, the sports director of K101. We've taken him away from God knows how serious his duties are to help with the opening of the Waynoka Railroaders football season. Tyler Riggs, thank you so much for helping us.
Oh, not a problem, Ben. Had a rain check on a trip to Stillwater with CJ, to the Becca, but that's okay. I can sacrifice that for a one-time only here to come out, check out the rails.
Oh, now easy on the one time only. We may be whining again one of these days. Now that is some information that we need to share, and we will in just a minute. But before we share that, which is how many games have moved to Thursday night and so on, we always open on the first game with the weather. And the reason we usually do is, honestly, 4 years ago when I started, I moved back to the farm and said, well, we can do some ball games. We opened at Wacomas, and it was 103 degrees, and the wind was from the south at like 43 to 47, which is only a breeze in Oklahoma, but it's a pretty strong breeze. We are here in Covington on the roof and not minding it a bit. It is 67 degrees. The wind is from the northeast, which it never is except in the winter when it's icing everything over. It's a gorgeous evening. We have a little bit of breeze, but actually that's starting to slack off just a little bit. Tyler and I were talking a while ago that I have a cover for this mic, but we don't have a wind cover for him, and we were saying, there's going to be some wind noise, I'm afraid. And there may well be. It's live streaming, but it's not wind like we know of wind in Oklahoma.
Yeah, this would be, dangerous wind for some people. For us Okies, it might as well just be a little whisper, right? It's nothing.
Truly. Covington-Douglas is further away from Waynoka, and for you from Woodward, than I remembered it being.
Yeah.
I thought
it's just outside Enid. That's not the case. It is technically, but
it's outside Enid, but it's outside Enid a ways now. Yours was what, 109 miles?
Yeah, probably about closer to 110.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mine was 97 miles, I think, which is, Tyler, what are you going to do tomorrow?
We are heading up. I say we, that'd be the Boomer TV crew. And, of course, I've got young Mr. William, as we affectionately call him, Ely Noble, a Northwestern Oklahoma State graduate, Moreland kid by nature, heading up to Guyman for Woodward and Guyman, their season opener. That will be some fun tomorrow, so we'll have that on Z92, 92.3, and the Boomer TV as well, streaming. So we'll do a mix of the radio and the stream, kind of like you do.
I always love when you're coming back from skiing and you pull into to Oklahoma and you think, man, I've been on the road forever, now I'm in Oklahoma, I'm almost there. And you see a sign that says, Woodward, 188.
It's a trip. It is a trip.
It is a trip.
Off air, you're kind of saying, man, Tyler, this is a trip for you, sure? I'm like, well, Ben, I'm making another one this week anyways. Might as well have some practice.
I had a conflict in our second year, so Robert Perot, wonderful young man.
Oh, yes.
Has a real job now, wants nothing to do with us vagabonds, considers us like migrant beet farmers or something because he's got a real job. But he and Sharkey took the trip to I think it was Boise City, may have been Tyrone, but anyway, I had schooled them on everything that could possibly happen, except it snowed and
Oh no!
and the press box had a glass front, and the snow caked where the camera couldn't show the field. I mean, we didn't cover that in, the production meeting.
Well, that's because there's no such thing as snow in Oklahoma. You know better than that, Bill.
Well, yeah, that's what I tried to tell him. Yeah. But because of things like that, he got a real job. I don't know. This portion of our broadcast, and let me tell you first, this portion of our broadcast is mock resources. We appreciate them and all of our advertisers so much. You know, Tyler, when we started doing this, the idea was to cover sports, and so we didn't just do football. We do, like tomorrow, Cade and I will be doing Waynoka girls fast pitch softball, and we do slow pitch and baseball in the springtime, and we do basketball and so on and so forth. And then in the second year, a couple of parents met with me and said, "Hey, you do a great job." Now, when somebody starts off a conversation by telling you that, they want something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Butter you up.
Absolutely. So they said, we just want to discuss something with you. You do a wonderful job on these sports broadcasts and live streams. The camera work is beautiful, but we've had a couple or three players, football players, that went on to play higher level sports over the years, a couple of basketball players, but we've had tons of young people that have ascended to great heights in FFA, 4-H, and so now we just do what comes along, or we try to. Like Saturday night, we'll be live streaming the program part of the Waynoka High School all-school alumnus celebration, which happens every 5 years. But 5 years ago, we were all locked up in our houses measuring our faces for masks, and so we didn't, congregate like that. But we will this weekend. So we'll do softball tomorrow, and then we'll do the reunion festivities on Saturday night, and then next week we'll start again. By that time, really, where I'm going with this, Tyler, is you should be rested from your trip into Boise City and be ready to help us again.
We'll have to work that out. We'll see. CJ's a stickler. We'll figure it out.
Okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here on top of the roof of the press box in Covington, Oklahoma, the home of Covington-Douglas. We're going to talk some more in a minute. Do you think that you can fire us up some equipment here, and we will give you an indication of a couple of people that are supporting our broadcast, and we thank you for joining us.
Test, test, test.
Yeah, I mean, if you need to. You got
Mic check.
Welcome back, everyone. Ben Buckland, along with Tyler Riggs, on the roof of the press box. This will be great duty tonight. This would probably be kind of a tough place to be around Christmas.
Oh, couldn't imagine.
I'm thinking. You know, Tyler, when I was on the way to Alva from the farm today, I was driving on a regular highway, not anything down low or up high, just a regular highway, and the road was covered with water because the creeks are full. Tyler, it's the end of August and it's raining in northwest Oklahoma. That never happens. Now, you're just a baby, you're just a pup, but I'm telling you, it never happens.
I can believe it. This place has been dry. I don't think we know what to do with all this rain, to be quite honest.
I went out to the Freedom Rodeo the other night, and my family homesteaded in Fair Valley, which is on the Freedom Road from, like, if you're going from Waynoka to Freedom, but you don't go the real highway, you go the Freedom Road.
Right.
I hadn't taken that road in a while, and I just had to stop and look, because usually this time of the year, it's all in earth tones. It's all light brown, dark brown, and yellow. All the ponds are full. All the deer are fat and cocky. They've got a paradigm shift coming just here in a short time. But now a lot of it's weeds because it's pasture land, but everything is green. Every place that you look, it's just beautiful in northwest Oklahoma right now. You just want to not work and just kind of drive around.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking out here over some great scenery at the field right now at Covington, and to your point, everything's green. I mean, the only thing that's not green is farmland that's been kind of tended to and taken care of. The field even right here at Covington-Douglas, very nice right now.
You know, anybody that doesn't have a green football field right now needs to be interviewing a coach, yeah. And I've always said that if everybody in towns would take care of their yards like the coach takes care of the high school football field, it would be a prettier Oklahoma, I promise you. And Waynoka is a good example of that, and so, by the way, is Covington-Douglas. Beautiful facility here. We've got you on the camera here. The guys have on both ends of the field have gone back to their respective areas to have a last-minute chat. At halftime, we're going to talk. It'll actually be a tape that I did with Coach Slater last night in the locker room. I said, hey, I'm going to be on a roof tomorrow, they tell me, so probably getting somebody to come up and just drop in and talk with me. We'd have to do it by helicopter, so he and I
can't afford that bit?
Well, it's early in the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of, look at that bus over there. Beautiful new bus. Have I got it on the shot, Tyler?
It's a little on the outside.
Go this way?
There you go.
How am I doing?
There you go.
All right. And that is a message to the Waynoka alums that are listening. There's a lot of ways you can listen and watch. Many of you I'm seeing are on KLVradio.com, on railroader.tv.
Good evening. On behalf of Covington-Douglas Public Schools, head coach Brian Smith, assistant coaches Mike Kaiser, Josh Dixon, and the rest of the Wildcat football staff, welcome to Fabian Field for tonight's game between the Waynoka Railroaders and your Covington-Douglas Wildcats. This is a reminder that Covington-Douglas Public Schools and its facilities are tobacco and alcohol free. Thank you for helping maintain a healthy atmosphere for everyone in attendance. For those of you that are new to our facilities, the restroom and concession stand are located at the northwest corner of the complex.
This speaker, by the way, is 2.5 feet from me, so we may share some time from time to time, but that's fine. We appreciate the hospitality. I think I heard a Kaiser in there too on a introduction of assistant coach. That's a great line, a family line. Scott Kaiser begat state championships in Waynoka, and had Coach Christop with him, and a lot of support, and a lot of really, really, really good players and good guys and good people. So we'll be getting ready for the national anthem here in just a moment, and you'll hear the beginning. I promise you. Let me get over on the band. Enough players to march.
Yeah,
and
decent little band, not bad.
Not bad, I promise. We'll also archive the game tonight. You can watch it on KLVradio.com archives, or on Facebook, or on YouTube. It must be, let's ask our cameraman beside us here, is it Hawaii night?
It is. It's luau night.
It's what?
Luau night.
Oh, well, let's all, Tyler. Komana'i akahula ekavale alakahau. It's so good to have you here on this particular night. We don't have any flowers or any of the stuff.
Don't got it. I feel quite honestly naked a little bit.
Naked, yeah.
Without the proper attire.
Without the, yeah. I know how you feel, but they look good here. They're all displayed in their very best. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Rick George and Associates. When you need the numbers done right, done looking good, going to the right people and saying the things that they're supposed to say, it's Matt and Rick right across from the Little Sahara Car Wash right there in downtown Waynoka, which this weekend the reunion will be in downtown also. So you people that are coming into town from all over the country, go to the Chamber of Commerce building in downtown Waynoka, check in, and get ready for a wonderful weekend. Let's take a look at some players here, man.
Yeah, so, I want to start with that Covington-Douglas side. Your opponent tonight, when you look at what's returning for this team, it comes down to a couple big guys from their 12-1 season. Had a great run last year. The Covington-Douglas, Justice Halcomb, he's going to be a guy that on offense they'll try to turn to. Had under 1,000 yards last season, but they've got to replace a lot of production. Quarterback, All-Stater Ford Smith, graduated. He had 3,500 total yards, 51 touchdowns, 105 tackles on defense. In total, again, All-State 11-man at DB. Receiver Camden Thayer as well. 1,400 yards, 24 touchdowns, had 10 interceptions on defense. He graduated. And Cash Pearson, 87 solo tackles for that Covington-Douglas defense. Those three guys are gone. I mentioned Justice Halcomb had to be a big contributor. And Ryland Fisher, this was a guy that was a tackle machine last year for him. Had 100 solo tackles, 144 total tackles. He's back as a senior. He's hungry. Then a couple other juniors you want to look towards for Covington-Douglas tonight is Hayden Willard, Grayson Marler. That pair combined for 120 solo tackles, 19 tackles for loss as sophomores last season. Marler was also a decent contributor on offense whenever he was able to get a hold of the ball, and they were able to find him. This team was picked to finish second in
At this time, please stand, remove your caps, and join us in the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by your Wildcat Band under the direction of Mr. Nash Poulter.
Welcome back, everyone. Ben Buckland and the sports director of K101. Mr. Riggs with us this evening. Tyler, you were in the midst of an oral dissertation. Can it continue?
Yeah, so I just want to finish up. Again, this Covington-Douglas team coming off their best season in school history. Head coach Brian Smith, long tenured here with the program, been at the helm since 2002. He's amassed over 160 wins. And when you look at the all-time season series, Ben, Covington-Douglas leads at 5-2. Last year was the first game between the teams since 2007. It was the first non-district matchup. The teams had been in Class C District 3 together from 2000-2003, and then again in 2006 and 2007. The last time Waynoka beat Covington-Douglas was 2003, 38-28 in a good ball game there.
What was the year?
2003. So it's been a minute. I know for you that might feel like yesterday, but
Just
it's
yesterday.
been a few years.
True. Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful evening. I mean, and Covington-Douglas colors, as you can see, royal blue and trimmed in with the silver, trimmed in white. Looks like their captains are ready to go out. And talking with Coach Smith briefly on the phone, he said, "Well, what can you tell me that'll help me?" And I said, "Well, I can tell you something. I'm not sure it'll help you." He said, "What's that?" I said, "Landon Seeger has graduated." That will help you.
Number 21, Colin Bouchard, and number 3, Roland George.
Waynoka, 3
For the
seniors.
Wildcats, number 15,
Here's their
Brayden
captain.
Thayer, number 44, Rylan Fisher, number 33, Micah Chartier, and number 34, Cody Flam.
As you listen to the locker room with Coach Slater,
Officials for this evening, a referee.
let me catch
Tim
the
Unruh,
officials
umpire
here.
Donald John, linesman Robert Wood, judge Bobby Campbell, back judge Nick Cush, and center judge the legendary Jim Bell.
The legendary Jim Bell. That's the way we would introduce you. The
No,
legendary
I'm
Tyler
not-
Riggs,
I'm
right
not
here on the
deserving
roof.
of that. You're
Okay.
the legend of it.
Okay, here we go. Waynoka has 3 seniors graduating. You just heard them introduced. And one of the things that Coach Slater was saying is we have people that are playing positions, and these aren't positions that they want to play. You know, like Dason Cunningham was a quarterback.
Sure.
He looked like a quarterback. He played like a quarterback. He lived like a quarterback. We don't have that. Okay, Landon Seeger was a running back, and he looked like all of that.
A stout one, yes.
Yes, we've got people that will be in those positions, but they're in those positions so that hopefully they can get better during the year because they're not the finished product yet. And every one of them, like Colin Bouchard, is a really good example. He is a great kid. He would not, if he got to vote, he would not want to be the quarterback. He would want somebody to hand the ball to him or throw it to him and get his best side. But he'll have to play some quarterback because he's talented enough to do it. And there's nobody as good or better than him most of the time, so you'll see him in there some.
Well, and an 8-man, Ben, you know as well as anybody, sometimes that's what you got to do. May not always be the guy that fits the position the best, but that's the guy that you can trust to run the position. So when you could do that, I mean, you let him grow into that role. I've seen that a few times, and it's developed well for some guys.
Here come the
Hopefully that could be
Wildcats.
the same.
Catch the school song of Covington-Douglas. You got to love a live band.
Our kickoff kid for tonight's game is Bo Donaldson. He is the son of Ryan and Brittany Donaldson. He has 2 sisters, Adley and Gracie. He is currently in 1st grade. His favorite color is gold, and his favorite sport is football. He is presented the game ball by number 33, Micah Chartier.
I think both of these coaches would agree. I know Coach Slater does because we talked about it. We don't really know what we have. You really can't you really can't practice all that much anymore because of rules, restriction
Safety,
rules,
yes.
yeah, and safety also, and stuff that kids are doing. I mean, if you're in FFA, if you're in band, if you're in on and on, then, I mean, you're busy. You are busy. So, not a lot of practice, so we'll see, right? We'll see.
That we will. Looks like
Waynoka taking the field.
getting lined up for the kickoff with
Teeing it up for the Railroaders is number 8, Leiden Hummerstein. Back to return for the Wildcats is number 6, Justice Halcomb.
Hammerstein has been sick
okay.
and it wasn't expected by the coach anyway to play. Whoop! The ball fell off the tee, and thankfully, mercifully,
They blew the whistle.
they blew the whistle.
I don't know. That might have worked out for Waynoka.
Well,
it
it
would have been a
could've.
surprise onside type of
It'd been a long onside, wouldn't it?
would've.
Right?
That wind's kicked back up. We were talking about dying down for a second. I think you cursed it because it kicked right back
Come
up.
on now.
I blame you.
You think? Yeah. Yeah, it can happen. The ball is on the tee. We are, well, it is an onside.
Nope.
Oh, that almost worked.
Almost.
I don't think it quite did, but it almost did.
Dakota Berryhill.
Berryhill there got a couple of hands around it, Ben, but wasn't very secure. Luckily, he was able to just kind of roll over on it.
Exactly. Chris Solomon almost
First down and
got
10
the
for
football.
Wildcats at the Waynoka 49-yard line.
Ball just approaching the half line. Ben Buckland and Tyler Riggs with you. The first game of the season. But it's not even week number 1. This is 0 week. And this is probably maybe the first, well, a quick hit inside. And 5, 6, 7, 8 yards.
Up the middle for a gain of 8 yards. That'll bring up second and 2.
It's that combo in the backfield that we talked about, some of those returners of production for Covington-Douglas. Mahler on that carry, the junior. He'll get the handle. And then Justice Halcomb, probably the best athlete on offense that returned. He is handling the quarterbacking duties.
It is second and a long 1 or a short 2. They give it to the fullback. Ooh, he is racked and stacked by Wyatt Millage. What a
Fisher on the carry.
And that was a pretty good tackle.
Wildcat.
Unfortunately,
That
they
was-
only needed a yard, and they got it.
they got the first down, but that was a tape. Let's study it later. Beautiful tackle.
And that was on Ryland Fisher. He's a big boy. He's stout, so
He
that's a
is.
pretty good tackle.
He is. He's 44, and it's not any bigger force than John Riggins had, but pretty good size. Going to the far side. Got to have some help over there on the corner. He's got 10. He's got 12.
Well, and that's Marler, using that speed to get the edge. He's a decent little athlete, 5'11", 184. And Ben, when he turns the corner, you've seen plenty of guys like this. When they turn the corner, tough to stop. But we do have a flag, looks like near the 30, and it's coming back at the
Flag on the play.
I believe you're right. Let's see what our announcer says. Well, there's 5, and he didn't put it down. So there's 10, and he's going to put it down now.
So a hold, it looked like occurred around that 30. So instead of a first down, you're backing it all the way up to the 41 just about.
Shoot, that's up to me.
Yes, it is.
First and 13 for the Wildcats.
So, still first down, 13 to go now. They got him in tight. Splits both ways. Now we put the man in motion that had it last time, but this time the quarterback keeps it. Got past the tackle of Dakota Davidson and down across the 20 to the 15-yard line.
Number 6, Justice
Is
Halcomb.
finally taken down.
That'll be another Wildcat first down.
Colin Myers there on the tackle with some help, but it's another first down.
And Halcomb showing why he's a good athlete, played receiver last year, got some touches. And, it's real simple as a quarterback sometimes, man, where you can just call your own number and say, I'm going to try to get through a couple tackles. This will be first and 10 at that 15-yard line. As Halcomb checking with Fisher, a lineup as fullback. Behind him, Marler dotting the formation. Pistol look. Snap for Halcomb. Hands off to Marley. He's got a
Broke
hole
to
on the
the
right
outside,
side.
and
5'10",
he's gone.
Touchdown Wildcats. Number 1, Grayson Marler.
10:29 on the clock in the first quarter. The Wildcats have run 5 plays and scored, and on one of those plays, they got a 15-yard penalty.
That's just good blocking on the edge for Covington-Douglas, Ben, that opened that up for Marler, and he took advantage.
That and Railroaders looking and pinching on the inside, and they don't secure the edge, and around the edge they go.
And line up for 2 points.
Got a flag. Got a flag.
Ball starts, so
False
back up
start on the
Covington-Douglas.
Wildcats. We'll attempt the 2-point conversion again.
So since they're farther away, I would assume
It's a little bit of
make sure you have
antsiness. You know, it's week 0. Guys are excited to get out there and hit somebody beside their teammate. See if Covington-Douglas can take advantage now. The longer 2-point conversion backed up to the 8-yard line. Malcolm in the pistol. Fisher behind him. Now motions him beside. You got 2 receivers to the right side of the formation.
That is a broad back that you see going with number 44.
And they roll that way,
Pass.
throw it to him. Waynoka all over.
All over it.
2-point conversion is no good.
Stetson Nix on the tackle.
The Wildcats lead 6-0.
6-0. 10:29 in the first half. Stetson Nix and a couple of his friends on the tackle. A beautiful evening in Covington, and it's Covington-Douglas up 6-0 with the first kick to the Railroaders coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
A solid squibber. Cooper Truesdale, number 51, jumps on the pigskin at the 45. Ben Buckland along with Tyler Riggs on top of the roof of the press box on a beautiful evening on a Thursday. And the Railroaders going to put it in play for the first time. Colin Bouchard, under center. Got a man in motion and gives him the ball. That's Dakota Davidson, but a lot of...
Number 10 carry brought down by number 33, Micah Chartier.
A lot of blue clads along with Chartier, the first hit. So Colin Bouchard under center. Now, Covington-Douglas will have all their plays on their wristbands, and so they don't bring in plays from their coach. They have them. Waynoka, on the other hand, will be sending guys back and forth with the plays. We got a split to the far side, the small side of the field, and he'll go from the gun, and a timeout is called.
There'll be a timeout taken.
A timeout is called here in Covington on a beautiful evening. Rails are down 6-0 with 9:40 in the first quarter. Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs bringing you tonight's action, and we'll be back after this.
Classic Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life.
Railroaders over the ball, split to the far side, and a man in the slot on the far side. Bouchard's the quarterback, and he'll take it on the gun from scrimmage. It is 2nd and 12. Rails move. Rails move. Yeah, they did. They moved and brought out to yellow flag.
Yeah, on that left side, just trying to get out, get on their guy. And the person that was over him there for the Rails in terms of where the movement was Chartier, who made that play on first down for Covington-Douglas. They were trying to get out on him quick.
Same setup. Let's see if it's the same play, and it's not. Colin Bouchard straight ahead, 5, 10, 15, 20, races on, cuts back in, races off, and he's down. 25, 26, 27 yards for Colin Bouchard. That is what, remember Barry Switzer?
Oh, yeah.
That is what Switzer would call base play left.
Hey, and like we talked about in the pregame with Bouchard, it's not about him necessarily looking like the quarterback. It's just about executing the plays.
So what are you going to do with it? I think I'll take it and run straight ahead. Okay, here we go.
Not a bad game plan.
So the ball into Covington-Douglas territory. Rails are in the same set, but this time he does give to number 10, Davidson, and he's off. He's at the 5. It is just about, but not quite, out of bounds on the 5.
And unfortunately, Ben, I see some laundry on the field at the 25-yard line.
Trying to set the edge on the far side and just being a little bit enthusiastic about it. But seeing the back of Davidson and seeing the speed of Davidson was exhilarating.
That's great.
And encouraging.
And look, this is a team that, you lost to pretty handily last year for Waynoka. Ben, if you come out here and have a really solid effort, we'll talk about confidence boost, especially for a team that's trying to replace some big production.
Without a doubt. This portion of tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Vivian's Flowers and Things in downtown Waynoka. When you've really messed up and you need to send wonderful flowers, talk to Viv. Split to the far side and power to the far side and a whistle. The back judge is, I think we've got an equipment problem or maybe.
Yeah, I think it is an equipment problem. You're right.
So Davidson being called to the side.
And then that would turn to Hammersheim coming in.
Straight ahead. Dropped the ball and
Number 21 on the carry.
That's a tough deal because the snap got there in a kind of a feeble way. And Colin Bouchard was picking it up off the ground when a guy in blue got there really quick.
Yeah, that was
really
Willard.
fast.
We talked about him in the pregame, guy that's going to find that ball wherever it's at very quickly, and he was all over that one.
We're going to have to get used to Leiden Hammerstein because he's not on our listing because we were told that he wasn't going to play, but he is. As a matter of fact, he kicked off to start the game. Split to the near side, looking, throwing. Comes up short. Colin Bouchard being face guarded hard, so he didn't get to set and really get anything behind it.
Yeah, and Colin in that respect did about as well as he could to extend the play, make sure he didn't, have a costly turnover. Give yourself a shot now on third down, try to do something.
So, number 3, Roland George, over with the quarterback, talking with Coach Slater. Payson Slater, the head coach of the Waynoka Railroaders. Bo Westfall, Scott Klein, Jared Barnett, Ryan McKee helping coaches. Snap back, he's going to throw and overthrows George, and he pretty much had to do it because there was no more time.
Well, and that's one of those plays, screen pass type of play that you can rep and practice. Until you see it in the game, the timing is very hard to get down, right? Especially
True.
when you got pressure in your face like that.
So fourth down, the first fourth down of this season, so we'll see how this plays out. The wind, we're on the west side of the field. The field runs north and south. The wind's from the northeast a little bit. I don't think it's a big factor. And the Railroaders are going to punt the football. And they do. And it's out of bounds off the side of the foot. The punter, Wyatt Millage, caught it. Just looked a lot like my 7-iron. Just almost straight out to the side.
Looked like my drives. That's
Well,
not
it did.
very good.
It did. A little like your drive, yeah. Back underway, Ben Buckland and Tyler Riggs. Covington-Douglas on the offense. Tyler, take off.
You got Halcomb lining up in the gun. Big man Fisher running back besides him. 2 receivers on that right, 1 on the left. So Halcomb checks with his receivers 1 time. Now puts a man in motion. It's Marler. Halcomb calls his own number. Catches to the right side. Has a little bit of a block, but Waynoka strings out and forces him out of bounds after a gain of, it looks like, 4.
Halcomb on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This is, as you know, 8-man ball, and there was only 1 Railroader that wasn't in on that tackle. So 7 guys. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
That's what you want to see.
they got there in time.
Halcomb's just going to be really tough to stop. I mean, he's got good. The thing about him is he's got great balance. He can let some guys bounce off of him and act like nobody's touching him. As he'll line up in the gun again. Fisher beside him on the right side. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Same formation. 2nd and 7. The quick throw out to the man, 1-on-1. Able to shake a defender, but a couple Railroaders able to drag him down not before a gain. About 4.
Dakota Davidson got the first hit on him, but he got by, and then a couple of Davidson held him up long enough that a couple of Railroaders got over to finish it up. Roland George was there, and another one.
Wheeler, senior, on that catch for Covington-Douglas, but Railroaders forced a 3rd and short. See if they can stand tall.
This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Mock Resources in Waynoka, and we appreciate all of our sponsors so much.
Halcomb in the pistol will hand off to Marler up the gut, gets across for the first down across the 40 and taken down
on the carry.
near or at the 45, I should say. So
First down. Gavin Stebbins on the tackle, number 22. George there to help him. 7:04 in the first quarter. Clock is running. Railroaders down 6-0. Ball moving from right to left on your radio dial or your TV screen, however you're doing it. They're going north.
Halcomb in the gun again. Receiver to his left. Running back is Fisher. Halcomb calls his own number. Follows a block. Trying to juke out a defender. Ooh, a little bit of a face mask, unfortunately, for Waynoka there.
If you want to know how many officials are officiating this game, count the hankies on the field because they all threw one.
They did. And Dakota Davidson was able to stop up Halcomb, but unfortunately that hand kind of drifted up to the face mask, and that's what the penalty was.
And there's all kinds of ways to describe that. It depends on which team you're for. Nothing in the world malicious about it. He grabbed him up around the shoulder pads, and the guy turtled, brought his whole top down, and the hand went to the face mask when it came down, and there we were.
Unfortunately, it does take away the penalty.
True.
So Covington-Douglas pushing to the 35-yard line with Waynoka territory after the flag. Halcomb in the gun, receiver each side. The backfield is Marler on his right. They hand it off to Marler up the gut, gets tripped up and falls forward across the 30 down to the 29.
Come on, Grayson Marler on the carry, good for about 5. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Wyatt Millage on the stop. Nice tackle. Wyatt trots over and gets a pat from Coach Slater.
Again, the gun for Halcomb. Motions a man to the formation. Now back to pass. Scrolling to his right. Floats one out.
What a nice throw.
At the 20 and dragged down inside the 20 at about the 16-yard line.
Hayden
Willard on that catch.
First down.
And Covington-Douglas now moving the ball with another first.
Roland George on the tackle. Number 3. One of the 3 seniors. First down.
Covington-Douglas doing that, what I call the hurry up and wait. They get to the line, then they check back to the coach and check the wristbands.
Remember when OSU first did that? It'd just drive you nuts.
It would. First attempt for Covington-Douglas. Halcomb in the gun, 2 receivers right, and a little movement there, unfortunately, for Waynoka And that'll be a free 5, it
Wouldn't
looks
be
like.
on the play. It'll be offside on Waynoka. Be first down and 5.
So they'll move it from the 16 up to the 11-yard line for Covington-Douglas.
Fields, I believe, on the jump.
Just a little excited, wants to get across and hit somebody.
And did.
Malcolm in the gun again. 2 receivers right. Running back is Marler. He takes it to the left side with Marler.
Around the
Shakes off a
edge.
tackle to the 5. Diving forward. A good hit, but it doesn't matter. He's in the end zone.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
Covington-Douglas on the board again.
Justice Halcomb on the carry.
And just again, Halcomb catching that edge and able to drag it in. It's 5-12 in the first quarter. Covington-Douglas takes a 12-0 lead as they line up for the 2-point conversion. This time it'll be Marler as the quarterback. Fisher beside him in the backfield, a receiver each side. And Marler just calls his own number up the gut, and he's in for the 2 points to make it.
2-point conversion is
14-0
good. Number 1, Grayson Marler on the carry.
Covington-Douglas.
5:12 left to go in the first.
So the Railroaders got there, but they didn't get there in time on the touchdown, and then not much resistance really on the conversion. It is 14-0. Railroaders down. 5:12 on the clock in the first quarter. Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs on top of the press box in Covington, Oklahoma. With you here on KALV around the world.
The name speaks to strength, substance, strong character, plus sound banking principles, heart, and soul. Offering strong, convenient banking in their community has been the aim, the goal of Core Bank of Waynoka, with a foundation dating to the early 1900s and shepherded for the last 50 years, headed by President Mick George and now Weston Hill, Vice President and Loan Officer. Core Bank, member FDIC, serving the community from downtown Waynoka. Call or come by, proudly supporting all things Northwest Oklahoma. Go Rails!
Colin Bashar.
Colin Bashard takes his 21, made famous by Robert Perot and others, but not many others. Little pooch kick, somebody get it. Colin's got it. Up through the middle, but there's a lot of folks there. Actually brings it back in pretty good shape now.
I mean, just picked it up and kept driving those feet, Ben.
And number 12, Dakota Berry.
There's a lot more to the guy than maybe it looks like from a distance. In that he does not have that tall, rangy body of, say, Dakota Davidson or Wyatt Millage, but he is packed tight. Twins to the near side. Man in motion. Give him the ball. Keep the ball. Colin Bouchard shrugs one tackler, gets across the 50 into enemy territory at the 48 yards.
Brought down by a host of Wildcats.
Again, that tough running from Bouchard. You gotta love him.
Yes, yeah. And he has no fear.
No fear.
Trip 4's on the board as we count it down in the first quarter. Rails are down 14-0 on 0 week in Oklahoma high school football. This is, I don't know how many games are going on, but not very many.
Yeah, there's a handful. I think it's about 10 or so in terms of statewide.
Right.
So in the area, you got 4 or 5.
Bouchard under center, split to the far side, put that man in motion. Bouchard keeps the ball. And yellow flag's the only guy that threw really accurately that time was the back judge with his yellow flag.
See if this is on Waynoka. Oh, face mask on Covington-Douglas. So you get some free yards.
I mean, okay. Gavin Stebbins, number 22, in the huddle. Gonna walk this one off, going from north to south.
So a 5-yard variety face mask, I guess I would say. They're going to move it up. Second and short.
We'll do twins to the far side. Actually, we'll stack the twins to the far side. Keep somebody in probably to protect, throw to the far side, and break it inside. Got some, but not much.
Dakota Davidson.
It was a good dive by Davidson to try to get that first down, but just got plucked. I mean, it's 3rd and inches.
Davidson on the catch. Timeout. I think maybe they're going to measure, or at least to take a hard look. Yeah. Referee says he wants a timeout.
It's close. I mean, I can
Official
understand.
timeout for measurement.
We will not use the new virtual measurement here.
I thought we could get that here. Is that not the high school level yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they'll keep that in the
NFL. What do you
in
think
the
that
NFL.
virtual measurement?
I hate it.
Back in your day, they had actual rulers out there to measure.
Back in my day, nobody had figured out really that if you don't use really solid metal on the first down mark and on the posts, you don't hurt as many people if you use some softer stuff, some plastic and this and that. All right, we're going to measure this.
Boy, it is.
It is.
Just a nose short of that.
Wow, it really is. In some areas, it knows.
It'll remain 3rd down.
One of these officials, and I'll not say which one, reminds me of 2 years ago, the Claw got a 15-yard penalty in Waynoka. And I will continue that story, so please remind me.
Okay.
Split one to the far side, keep everybody else in tight. It's 3rd and 1. This would be the tush push if we had one. Give it right straight ahead. Dropped the football, but got back on it. Woo.
Number 8, Leiden Hammerstein on the carry.
Hammerstein with the ball. It's a first down. So the Claw got a 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. And nothing was pointed out.
Right.
You know, there was no grab the face mask gesture or anything. So I asked the Claw after the game, what did you do? And he said, I said to this one ref, I believe those are the widest stripes I've ever seen on a human being. And
a 15-yard penalty for that, that's just an observation.
It is. Split this way, straight ahead goes Colin Bouchard, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12. And a first down. I'll only say this one more time,
Bouchard,
and then I won't use it again.
For a railroader first down.
Barry Switzer would have said that was base play right. A gap to the right of
base play right.
Yep, yeah. And when you've got Steve Owens doing it, or one of those, it works really well. And that time here, it worked nicely with Colin Bouchard.
Now, are you putting Colin Bouchard in the same sense as
exactly.
Steve Owens?
Steve Owens, Colin Bouchard, yeah.
Right.
You see the resemblance?
It's working.
Okay.
It's working.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a hole there.
Got a split in the backfield to the near side, but he's going in motion. Straight ahead. Oh, that same gap, there's somebody standing in it. Ooh.
Number 21.
Well, and unfortunately for Colin, it's tough to see with where he's at. But if he could just peek his head around a little bit more, he might have had a little bit more room outside. He just didn't see it in time, unfortunately. It happens quick.
Scott Kaiser, former championship coach of the Railroaders, would say on a big play, let's run that until they stop it. Well, we did, and they did.
Stopped it.
Yeah. Split to the near side. That is George. Got a man back to help Colin. He'll take it in the gun and go to the B gap, and got a few, but not many. Take it to the 15-yard line.
Gain of about 3.
This is for the first time in this season, a really big third down for the Railroaders. It's a 3rd and 6, long 6.
And Ben, I was going to say, Grayson Marler there for Covington-Douglas. If he didn't reach out those arms, Colin may have been well inside the 10-yard line. It was looking good.
True. So we stacked the twins to the far side. One will help the other. Throw the ball, the other one helps. Cut it inside. No, cut it outside, and it is gone. It is touchdown, yellow flag.
Yellow flag just before the goal.
Yellow flag.
Yeah.
But it was during the play.
It was during the play.
Let's see.
think they'll have the this flag's all the way down inside the 5. Great run by Davis. Almost had it. And it is
Call
coming
will be
back.
holding against the Railroaders. That'll bring them back.
So you stack those two guys out there. One catches the ball, the other's blocking for him, and he's trying to break that edge there and ran into a problem.
Now the good news is, Ben,
third down and
you
4
replay
for
the
the
down, you
Railroaders.
get to move up a yard. Bad news is you would have had a touchdown had that penalty not been.
Yeah, and touchdowns so far
little bit
tonight
better.
been kind of hard to get.
Yeah.
Well, to say that the Railroaders have been conservative would be, well, all right. We got 3 in the backfield. We've got George split on the near side. Bouchard takes a snap, goes straight ahead, and that's the B gap with 3 blue shirts in it. It's going to be fourth down.
Brought down by everybody.
Yeah, and when that Covington-Douglas front gets bearing down on you, that's a tough group. I highlighted Ryland Fisher earlier in the game. I mean, we've talked about him already, a stout kid, and he could plug up some games.
Well, and as the announcer here said, brought down by everybody.
Right.
Big down, big down. Obviously got to have it to keep going. It's going to be 4th and 5. Right about the 10-yard line, so we'll put those 2 guys on the far side. We won't stack them. We'll split, and the coach is not liking
Timeout
the
Waynoka.
lineup as he sees it. And I said to him in the locker room show, Payson Slater, he was talking about having to put people into positions whether or not they looked like they'd played them before or had ever played them before. And he said, in fact, we've got a couple of guys that have missed enough practice that when we line them up, before we line them up, I'm going to have them over with me going, okay, here's what you do.
Right.
And that'll be the first time they hear their assignment.
Wow.
So it's early.
Well, it's
early.
high school ball, right? You graduate a lot of talent, then it's about figuring that puzzle piece out. And that's not an easy task season to season. It sometimes takes a couple days.
Hearing the band in the background here at Covington-Douglas reminds me that at the reunion, the all-school reunion in Waynoka, the Waynoka High School Band, Mary Hill will have the Waynoka High School Band playing the Railroader Fight song. Mary Hill has done so much wonderful stuff with the music department in Waynoka. Okay, we've got a man split on the far side. We have a man in the slot on the far side. We've got Colin rolling and throwing, and it is
caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Railroaders.
Leiden Hummerstein.
So the guy that was sick, that wasn't going to be able to play, Leiden Hummerstein, gets the first touchdown of the year and his first touchdown of the year. Railroaders in. Of course, we'll go for 2. It's 14-6.
What a play design. It's a little Tim Tebow kind of act like you're going to run, then, there's the tight end over the top.
Well, it wasn't really a Tim Tebow play because he actually threw it to the receiver.
Hey, now. Tim Tebow's got playoff.
He does. Split to the far side. Everybody in. Whip, drop the ball, but give it to number 10, Davidson. I don't think so. What do you think? Nope.
No, did not get there.
Did not get there.
Number 44, Ryland Fisher.
It is 14-6. Railroaders score. Bouchard
21 seconds left in the first quarter.
to Hammerstein. 21 seconds first quarter. Rails down. 14-6. Ben Buckland. And the sports director of K101 in Woodward, Mr. Riggs, is with us. Tyler, let's pause for a moment and we'll be back on a beautiful sunset in East Enid. We'll be back.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holder's, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Tyler Riggs, Covington-Douglas, 0 week in high school football. Waynoka will kick from north to south, and believe it or not, there's a little wind behind them. Unusual for this time of the year to have a north breeze, but we do, and 67 degrees. Oh, will we take it? This baby will hop on the ground a ways, taking it to 35. He's still at the 30. Now he's at the 40, trying to find a place, and there's no place to go.
Powell on that return.
Powell on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at about the 40-yard line.
Just a sophomore, kind of a little unsure what to do with it. You don't get the ball often sometimes as a sophomore.
Well, and you're in good shape. I mean, you know, if you picked it up at the 20 and ran to where he is, you'd think you did wonderful. Right. So, but just by being there, he's in pretty good shape.
Justice Halcomb in the gun for Covington-Douglas. He's got twins to the left, one to the right, puts the man in motion. It's Marler, hands it to him on the sweep, gets good block on the edge, has almost to the 50, a good pop by a couple railroaders, knocks him out of bounds, but not before a gain of 8.
Gets out of bounds at midfield.
Wyatt Millage, and the guy we were talking about, Colin Bouchard, just sticks his face in there. I mean,
you said earlier, no fear, right?
No fear.
He's out there to play football.
No fear. He is. He is.
And so the hurry up and look offense for Covington-Douglas, as we call it.
I was going to say that was the last play of the first quarter, but it only took 4 seconds.
It did. And they stopped the clock as he got knocked out of bounds. So Halcomb in the pistol, hands off to Marler again.
Whoa,
this
look
time
out.
Has the right side
it's
edge.
A foot
He's
race.
Going. The 30.
It's a foot race.
The 20, and make it.
Woo!
Tackle on the far side.
Thank you, Dakota Davidson.
Grayson Marley on the,
just
Marley
got
on the carry again down to about the 14-yard line. It'll be
46 yards on the carry. Ooh.
And Marler showing that speed. You give him a little edge, and he's going to take off. He did.
Luckily, we had him.
And there's finally the end of the first quarter.
There it is. Okay. So after one, the Railroaders down by 8 points, 14-6. Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs. Game 1 of your season. And by the way, tomorrow, Cade and I will be at the softball field in Waynoka. The Waynoka Fast Pitch Lady Rails. We'll be back in just a moment.
And downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, well, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Waynoka.
Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs on top of the press box on a balmy, I think balmy is a good enough word.
Yeah,
to
I
use
think so.
Right here.
For sure.
We got cloud cover. We've still got some wind, but not really what you call wind in northwest Oklahoma.
Nah, a little whisper to the face of that.
And it is Aloha Day here at Covington-Douglas. So we would say, Komana'ia Kahula Ekabali Ali Kahau to all of you. And hopefully there's no Uma Nuka Nuka Apua'a swimming by in the Cimarron River. Very few white whales do we see in the Cimarron River.
That would be odd.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe 1 or 2 here and there.
Yeah, when it's up this high. Yeah, it could happen.
Halcomb in the gun again, and he's able to take it to the right side, trying to juke a defender or 2, gets stepped out of bounds. Going to gain, it looks like
on the carry.
About 6 yards, make it 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats.
So Waynoka's been able to take advantage of the inside, if you will, at times, while Covington-Douglas is attacking the edges. Clashes of styles here.
And Waynoka has yet to move out and secure that edge. They jump inside, and that causes a problem on the edge.
So 2nd and 4 for Covington-Douglas. Halcomb in the gun, Fisher beside him. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Snap taken by Halcomb. Looks to the left side, cuts it up the middle.
Brings it back. Somebody get
a good chop down by Waynoka.
Man, Weston Longoria. Boom.
Fluid.
I mean.
3rd down and 2.
So only a 2-yard gain for Halcomb now. Another 3rd and short situation. Waynoka's been able to force a couple of these but now you want that stop.
We would call it a shoestring tackle if he had shoestrings. It was right there.
It's 3rd and 2 for Halcomb. In the gun again. Fisher lined up to his left. Receiver each side. Tight end on the formation as well on the right side. Halcomb with a clap, takes snap, hands off to the big boy Fisher to the right side. Waynoka able to chop him down inside the 5, but not before he's able to get the first down and make it 1st and goal for Covington-Douglas.
It's going to be a 1st and goal, but it's almost all of 10, right?
A little shorter than that. You got 1st and goal from the 2.
Oh, from the 2. Okay, I'm watching the wrong post.
It's all right.
1st and goal from the 2.
See if they give it to the big boy Fisher again as he's in the gun with Halcomb.
I think they try the edge on this. I believe we'll see 44. And we do.
Off inside to Fisher, trying to stand him up, but he just falls forward.
And he does.
Gets in.
Wildcats, number 44, Ryland Fisher on the carry.
Fisher just showing why he's tough to stop on those short yards. Stacked body. I mean, not tall, but boy, he's about the same height as Bouchard. He might be twice as thick.
Both of those, I believe, are accurate. Both the things that you said. Well, we've cued the band, listened to the fight song, and we will watch for the 2. And this time they won't look at their wristbands. They're going to look at Coach Smith, and
Coach
he
Smith
says,
wants timeout.
I want you to come and we'll talk about this.
First timeout.
So let's take a quick timeout. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to our sponsors.
Parsons has worked hard and has succeeded in becoming the go-to realtor for this part of the country. So if you want to sell your part of this country or you want to buy part of this country, Joe wants to hear from you. Call Joe Parsons at 580-748-2640.
And Joe would invite you also to visit with him 2 or 3 days a week at Windy Ford. Joe Parsons, Councilman Parsons. And Mr. Good Guy, after the timeout, gonna go stack in the middle here and go for the 2, you think?
And they've got it spread out. 2 receivers each side.
I mean.
Quarterback Halcomb, no tight ends. So it's the spread you be an 8-man. Now man in motion for Covington-Douglas. Goes across formation. Halcomb causes a number. Quick roll out to the left. And batted down by Bouchard. Just got a hand up and swatted away like it was a basketball.
2:10:48 left in the second. Your score.
What a great job by Colin Bouchard.
And again, one of the smaller guys out there, but looked like he might as well have been Shaq swatting that thing away.
Exactly.
And Waynoka, if anything, have been able to stop those 2 points, Ben. We know an 8-man, that's sometimes pivotal. That can make a difference in a game. You can stop 2 of the 3.
A big, big difference, yeah. So it's 20-6 now, and the Rails going to get a chance for the ball at 10:48 in the first half. Remind you that tomorrow, Cade Kennedy and I will be at the softball field, the ladies softball field in Waynoka, as the Lady Rails fast pitch will take on let's see, that one's FGFS as to the Ford Supply and
Fargo Gauge Ford
Supply will be in town for a junior high game at 4:30, and then high school at 6 o'clock.
Number 8.
So, Colin Bouchard is back, and with a little bit of help, but the ball only goes to Davidson at the 40, and he runs parallel and stays at the 40.
Returned by number 10, brought down by number 12, Dakota Berryhill, and number 11, Joe Sharp.
AM. What does that mean? So the Railroaders split 2 to the near side. Bouchard will keep a man on the wing on the far side, and movement, I believe.
Just a hair, unfortunately. Let's back him up 5.
So I understand that we're having difficulty with the AM or the FM radio station. So pick us up on the stream at kalvradio.com and watch and listen. And we'll attempt to do surgery from here, which sounds a little iffy to me.
It's tough to do surgery when you're on top of a press box, man.
I've always said that. Split near side, twins. Bouchard, 5, grabbed by the face mask. So he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but gets tackled by the face mask, and so that'll be a little bit of help, or quite a bit of help, as a matter of fact.
And again, right back up the gut bend. That's been a common theme in this first half for Waynoka. That's where Bouchard's had some great success. And it is going to be that face mask that you were talking about, so get some extra help there for Waynoka.
You know, in the past, we've had some really big people at the center position, and it's gone really well. Not quite that big as they used to be, but still kind of solid there in the middle.
Would that be Cooper Truesdale handling the center duties?
On one side, yeah.
Not quite. It's on the outside. Yep.
At the 44-yard line.
It'd be Mr. Titan Smith Dunn, it looks like, handling
Yes.
the center duties.
So they'll stack the twins on the near side. We will. Man in motion comes, puts a block on the corner. Ooh. And 44 lays it on Colin Bouchard. That was a vicious tackle.
Well, and again, that's a kid, and Mr. Fish, who had 100 solo tackles, not total tackles. He had 100 solo tackles last year. He hunts for those big hits.
He hunts, he puts that shoulder out there and brings the arm up, and it is, whoa. It's a smack sound from a long ways off. Split 1 to the far side. Bring him in motion, give him the ball, and the whistle blows.
Just a little too antsy is Waynoka at times right now.
That's been
The flag on the play will be a false start against
quite a
the
bit of happening.
It'll be second down and
Well, and I
16.
think it's coming from, kids where Waynoka's had success been on some of these run plays, especially when you get them, blocked up well. And I think they're feeling the pressure to say, hey, we want to get out there quick, fire fast, and get that block set.
Right.
Because we've seen on Covington-Douglas, if you allow them any sort of missed timing, that defense is going to be on you quick.
Correct, too. Also, 9:43, second quarter, Rails down 20-6, second and 15. Bring a man in motion, back to throw is Bouchard, you better hurry, and he does, and almost intercepted once again. It's that number 44 right in there reading the play, not necessarily where he was supposed to be, but he read the play and went to it.
Yeah, he sniffed it out. Fisher, like we said, pursues some of those big hits, but he's also smart enough to drop back and realize when he needs play coverage. Unfortunately for Waynoka, it looks like Bouchard a little slower to get up, but he's shaking it off, getting back in the huddle, and getting back to it. So it did take a little bit of a hit there as he threw it.
And the hit that he took before that hit
was not pleasant.
So the ball is at the 49-yard line, about practically nosing the 50. It's 3rd and 15. Big down for the Railroaders. They trail 20-6, 9:29 in the first half, and it's a timeout for the Railroaders. Coach Slater takes a timeout knowing that this is a down that we really need to convert. We will pause here in Covington-Douglas. 20-6, Rails down, and we'll be back.
We are very fortunate to live, to work, and to be able to play in this part of the world. We're also thankful for all of our blessings, our friends, and our neighbors in and around the Waynoka area. One of our big blessings is having our own animal doctor. That's Dr. Michaela Zook. Dr. Michaela Zook is now located in downtown Waynoka and can be reached at any time by telephone, 580-554-0226. Dr. Michaela Zook. one more blessing at our hometown veterinarian.
Back to the action. Railroaders must convert, so they have a serious timeout where the whole team is gathered around Coach Slater. It is 3rd and 15. Bouchard in the gun. Split to the near side with a flanker. Send a man in motion. That's George to the far side. Throw the ball down the middle. And actually,
pass incomplete, broken up by number 88 for Wheeler.
The intended receiver for the Railroaders became a defender, or it would have been intercepted.
Yeah, it was one of those where you're trying to hit your guy on a deep cross and hope it gets there in time, but Covington-Douglas all over it, as they should be, and wound up having to force a tough play from Waynoka.
Good play by Corbin Ferguson to not get the ball intercepted. He was the intended receiver. Punt goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Number 12 punts it away down at about the 30-yard line.
Cooper Truesdale and company turn it around to go the other way. It's been kind of a mixed bag. I mean, you got to say that Covington-Douglas has been dominant, but not just punishingly.
Not overwhelming, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, let's use overwhelming. I like that.
And Waynoka's showing some good things on both sides of the ball, but now you got to be consistent in trying to piece that together.
Yes, true.
And it'll be Halcomb in the pistol for the Wildcats. He's got Marler behind him. Receiver stacked to the right. A handoff to Marler up to Mill, and sure enough, dragging back a couple Railroaders and slinging down Marler for virtually, looks like only a gain of 2 on the forward progress.
Speaking of Cooper Truesdale, fine tackle. Good form tackle there.
Got Marler wrapped up and just kept driving those feet. That's what you want to see. Marler's not an easy guy to take down either.
Nope.
So 2nd and 8 for Covington-Douglas as we cross under 9 minutes left in the half. Wildcats lead 20-6. It is Halcomb in the gun. Fisher beside him. A receiver each side. He motions Fisher out of the backfield. Back to pass is Halcomb looking. He's trying to find Fisher one-on-one on the wheel and too far on the toss. So set out of bounds for an incompletion.
That'll bring that 3rd down.
One of the coaches catches on the sideline and threw it 30 yards back to the official to put it down.
Hey, remember those coaches used to play too. Some of them still got some cannons. They still got some skills.
And still want. Yeah, got a little want to and try in them.
That's right. You can't be a football coach and have a bad throwing form. That's not good. Unless you're an O-line coach, maybe you get kind of excused. Big guy, D-line coach. 3rd and 8 for Covington-Douglas. It's Halcomb back in the gun, running back with them, trying to draw Waynoka off sides. They move a little bit, but nothing encroachment. 2 receivers to the left. Another clap. Halcomb looking to pass a quick one to the far side.
Have a man across.
Trying to catch an alley. Waynoka on him. He fights forward to the 40. It's not a first down, though.
Hayden Powell.
And it's Hayden Powell, the young sophomore, on the catch.
6.
So it makes it 4th and short. And it's the first 4th down Waynoka's been able to force here on.
George was there, and so was Corbin Ferguson to hold him just short. Oh, big one here.
They hurry up and wait for Covington-Douglas as they get set. And in the gun, it looks like Marler instead of Halcomb, sure enough. And he'll call his own number. Waynoka trying to stop him. Marler, ball's on the ground. Who falls on it? Looks like Covington-Douglas may have jumped right on it.
I see a yellow flag, too, I think, unless it's just a marker going down.
I think it was just marker. And Rylan Fisher, boy.
I believe you're right.
Head on a swivel.
Fumbled on the play, recovered by Rylan Fisher.
And that was a close one for Covington-Douglas. Almost a big stop for Waynoka, but unfortunately winds up being a first down for Covington-Douglas for the Rails. They did good to jump on him, try to get him plugged up. Ball was loose momentarily, but just couldn't take advantage. So that's Covington-Douglas, 1st and 10, just across the 40, about the 43. As it's Halcomb in the gun, Fisher and Marler with them in the backfield. And a flag, and this time looks like going to be a false start on Covington-Douglas.
More whistles, more flags.
False start against the Wildcats. That'll bring up
Gavin
first
Stebbins
15.
would have been in on the tackle. He was perfectly positioned.
Said, all right, we'll let you off the hook with the -5 then.
True.
They just backed it up 10 yards. I don't think that's right.
Okay.
It's supposed to
Why
be
not?
5. They backed up 10. We'll take it. Well, now I think here's the discussion. Yeah.
We got to talk about it.
Because it was a false start is what the signal was, and they moved it back 10. It should be 5.
This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Mock Resources in Waynoka. Our thanks to all of our sponsors. Hope to see everybody at the all-school reunion that starts tomorrow. Thanks to Ana Maria Ramirez for being on with us live today to talk about all of those events and to talk about America's Oasis. They've got a big deal coming up we'll talk about in a moment.
Halcomb in the pistol look, couple backs behind him. He hands it to Fisher who's beside him. Fisher busts through a tackle and gets taken down just across the 50. It looks like Davidson got around him enough to drag down the big man.
Gain of about
Dakota Davidson drags him down and walks away like I do this all the time, but the fact is if he didn't, it was all the way.
Yeah. And instead winds up being second and about 3 for Covington-Douglas. So saved a first down on the tackle. Still a good gain. And again, that pistol look for Covington-Douglas is Halcomb with the snap. Hands off to Marler. He's got the right side, exploring the edge, has the first down, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 40.
Colin Bouchard again
down around the
had some help there.
That'll be enough for another Wildcat first down.
They're trying to fast flow to that edge, but, Ben can't be at the linebacker safety level. It's got to be a little bit on that D line. That's kind of the problem that's hurting Waynoka right now.
Yeah, when your second level guy, you can see his back. That's not good.
Not good. So first and 10 for Covington-Douglas. They say at the 39. Halcomb in the gun. Fisher beside him, a receiver each side. Fakes the handoff, calls his number, pulls it. Waynoka's got him a little stretch out. A good juke, though, from Halcomb. Able to fight forward for a decent gain. Looked like Waynoka's going to have him kind of trapped up, but he escaped it.
Stetson Nix got blocked in the back there, but there was enough congestion that really nobody saw it. But, well, not just nobody saw it. I saw it.
You saw it, but you see everything.
Well, that's it.
You got an eagle.
I stopped there. 6:40 in the first half. Rails down 26, 22-6.
Halcomb in the gun again. Back to pass this time.
He's
looking short and just a bit too far for an intended target there of Willard. Who's looking for the junior.
Willard. That'll bring up the third down and 3.
That's the one thing, that Covington-Douglas is going to really, I don't say struggle to replace. Halcomb's a good athlete, but Ford Smith, their previous star quarterback and All-Stater, he could sling it. He had a good arm. And, you can see Halcomb still trying to find his accuracy at times. So third and long, looks like 4, maybe 5 for Covington-Douglas.
Corbin Ferguson out here on the corner. They have come toward him a couple of times, and here they come again.
Fisher in motion, takes the hand off. Waynoka trying to wrap him up. Fisher just dragging bodies as he gets across the 25 inside it and has the first down.
8. That's enough for another Wildcat first down.
And he had a heap of railroaders on him, Ben, but that kid, when he moves those feet, good luck.
That you can't get him up high, but that's all that's there. Right. And so you got to get what you can get, and then he's carrying you along, and you're looking kind of bad.
First and 10 for Covington-Douglas at the Waynoka 24 as we cross to 6 minutes left in the half. Hand off inside to Marler, shaking a couple tackles.
He's going to walk.
Breaks out of it, and he is gone. Walks in for the touchdown.
Wildcats, number 1, Grayson Marler, from about 22 out.
Boy, Waynoka had hands on him, just couldn't quite get him. And Marler stepped out for the touchdown.
Had hands on him by good tacklers.
Yeah.
Slipped right away, and man, he could have walked the rest of the way.
And he's 185 much, but he's built well. It's one of those kids, weight's distributed well, and you can tell he runs with some power. It's now the 2-point for Covington-Douglas upcoming as they lead 26-6 with 5:57 remaining in the half. Looks like Matt Castile, the freshman, lines up in the gun. Got a couple of receivers each side. Castile back to pass. Under some pressure, rolls right, flips it to the back of the end zone, and that is caught by Drake Donald.
Conversion is good. Number 7,
for
Matt
the
Castile
2-point conversion.
Finds number 4, Drake Donnell.
So Covington-Douglas makes it
5:57 left in the
28 to
second. Your
6
score 28-6.
with 5:57 left in the half.
Covington.
28 to 6, 5:57. We're going to pause and we'll be back at Covington-Douglas in just a minute.
Clean Harbors, hazardous waste disposal and recycling services provide the widest range of recycling, treatment, and disposal options for all your hazardous waste streams. Unmatched in North America, our infrastructure of hazardous waste management facilities services all of the U.S. and Canada, northern Mexico, and Puerto Rico. We handle both drum and bulk hazardous waste in liquid, solid, semi-solid, sludge, and gas forms. One call handles all your hazardous waste disposal needs. Located in Waynoka, where we proudly support our railroaders.
And back at Covington-Douglas High School in Covington, as the Wildcats just extended their lead. They pull ahead 28 to 6 in this first half, 5:57 remaining. As Waynoka have another crack at it. Covington-Douglas for the kickoff, another shorter kick, point to the direction. Waynoka can let this roll out of bounds, and it does, so that'll be good starting field position for Waynoka, and a credit to Covington-Douglas trying to sneak that kick. It almost died just before rolling out of bounds, and that would have forced Waynoka to jump on it. As it stands, the Rails will look to go back on offense and try to pull this gap a little closer. They've had some success, especially trying to run up the gut. We've seen Colin Bouchard have some great carries. They've been able to stretch the edge at times with Dakota Davison. So we'll see how they attack Covington this time. The problem is you get the Wildcats front just enough time to get collected. They could jump on you. So B. Bouchard leading the offense again under center. Hammersheim behind him. Receiver split left. Everybody packed in tight. Man in motion. Davidson. They give it to him on the end around. Tries to cut it up. Fights forward for a couple of yards. And is able to get 3.
Davidson on the carry.
So we'll call it.
That'll bring up second down and 8.
Call it a 2nd and 7 because that was a long 2 if that's 2. Decent run, and again, trying to attack that inside from multiple ways for Waynoka right now. Whether it be Davidson, whether it be Bouchard himself. As Bouchard will be in the gun. Davidson line up beside him. Got a receiver split left, tight end, and Hammersheim behind him stacked to the left as well. Bouchard fakes the handoff, following a blocker up the gut, able to fight forward. A good run, gets him near the first down marker as he dove right at the 45. That's where the marker is. One official has him on the line, the other a little short, and it will be 3rd and short, they say.
3rd and inches for the Railroaders.
So good gain by Bouchard as he's able to push the Rails to manageable down the distance with 5:08 remaining in the third quarter. Or in the first half, excuse me. As Waynoka trails 28 to 6, camera's not, or the not the camera, but the clock's not running. And now what we're saying here, they're giving them the first down. It looks like there's a conversation, and Waynoka has the first down.
First down for Waynoka.
So initially marked 3rd and short, they instead say 1st and 10 for Waynoka. So Bouchard able to get just enough to get that first. So he'll be under center again for the Rails. Man in motion is Davidson. They fake the handoff to him and instead give it up to middle to Hammersheim. And he's able to spin forward, fights off a few Wildcats, and gets another decent gain for Waynoka. And right now the Rails run game moving the ball as they cross the 50-yard line, getting into Covington-Douglas territory at the 49. Make it a 2nd and 4 for Waynoka. Okay.
Railroaders in tight. Well, one split to the far side, straight ahead. Bouchard, and he's hit hard, and knocked back. We'll see where they step it up or set it up.
For 15, Braden Thayer.
There's 3:55 in the first half. It's 28 to 6. Railroaders are down, have the ball, moving from south to north, from right to left on your car radio dial, if you're really looking there. Back to throw. Bouchard has a man down and flings it. And it's caught, but knocked away.
Pass incomplete.
I mean, hit hard.
Break up by number 6, Justice Halcomb. That'll bring up 4th down and 6 for Waynoka.
Gonna bring up 4th down and 6 for Waynoka.
Here we go. Now we got you back. We had to, Affairs of State took care of had to proceed the Affairs of State, as CJ would say. We had some huddle issues. So we got that.
Yes.
For the youngins. Coaches love that film. They got to have that film.
They got to have it. We are here on the rooftop. Well, we're going to split them both ways. Keep one man in. Bouchard back to throw. Looks. He runs. He gets around the corner. He's at the 50 and out of bounds. A little congestion over there.
Yeah, Bouchard dropped the ball as he was heading out of bounds. I think, unfortunately, either way for Waynoka, it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Football, 1st down and 10.
And it is indeed a turnover on downs for the Rails. So Bouchard tried his best there to extend the play, unfortunately unable to do it. So with 3:24 remaining in the half, Covington-Douglas takes over exactly at the 50-yard line. We'll have the 1st and 10 going in. As it will be Halcomb in the gun, 2 receivers to his right, Fisher, the running back, on the left. Halcomb back to pass, escapes some pressure, now looks to scramble, and a good job by Waynoka to corral him and make sure he only picks up a gain of a few.
Halcomb on the carry, gain of about 2.
And being able to force him out of bounds there was Stetson Nix, the junior. Read that, saw Halcomb sprinting out and closed down the gap quick. Good initial pressure from the Rails to force Halcomb out of the pocket.
3:19 in the first half. Rails down 28-6.
Halcomb back to pass, looking over the middle, finds Fisher on the out route, and he's able to take it across the 30-yard line. A big gain on 2nd and 8 for Covington-Douglas. And Fisher is just affecting things on both sides of the ball. He's been all over the place, whether it be on offense or defense. So Covington-Douglas marches ahead with 3:10 left in the half as they lead 28-6.
And he gets to come to the sideline. When you do a play, 30 or 40 yards, the coach will let you come over for one play.
Especially when you're playing both ways and you're affecting just about every play.
Everywhere.
Both ways.
Yep.
So it's Covington-Douglas with Halcomb in the gun. 1st and 10 at the Waynoka 29. He's got 2 receivers right, 1 left. Motions Marler into the backfield. And now a whistle and a penalty. Looks like delay a game on the Wildcats.
Flag on the play, that'll be a delay.
They hurried up but waited just a bit too long that time.
1st and 15.
So back them up 5 for Covington-Douglas.
This field runs north to south, and they are headed north to south and have a decent breeze in their back. There's a north breeze. A little unusual for August in Oklahoma.
But here we are. Feels more like mid-October.
Right.
As Halcomb in the gun, motions Marler beside him. Takes his own number to the right side, has a bit of a hole. Couldn't quite chase him down. A flag is out of the backfield as Halcomb pushing forward and finally gets knocked out of bounds. Looks like about the 11-yard line, but this one might be coming back. The flag came out very early in the backfield, about the 34, and it is a holding. So erase the big gain for Covington-Douglas. Halcomb had found a nice hole, but they say it was a result of a hole.
Stetson Nix over there to help to complete the
Holding
play.
will be the call against the Wildcats. We'll back them up.
And now we're about 1st to Enid for Covington-Douglas here. Getting close.
Getting close.
So back it up to 1st and 25. Maybe a yard or 2 ahead of that, depending on how where they split spot of the hole. 3:03 remaining in the half. 28-6. Covington-Douglas is leading. The Wildcats now facing a 1st and extremely long. This will be Halcomb in the gun. Fisher behind him. Receiver each side. Claps once, claps again. Hands off to Halcomb, or to
Flea
Fisher,
flicker.
but a little flea flicker, yep. Going deep, looking for his man. He's got him back there. It is caught for Covington-Douglas, racing ahead towards the end zone, and it is a touchdown for the Wildcats. Drake Donnell,
Number 4,
the sophomore.
Drake Donnell from number 6, Justice Halcomb.
And Darnell snuck out on the flea flicker, and it was executed well enough for Covington-Douglas as they'll extend their lead with 2:48 remaining in the half.
That's really how you draw that up.
That's how when I try to do that on video games, it doesn't work like that. So they've got one up on me. 44-yard pass from Halcomb to Donnell, and now the 2-point conversion on the way for Covington-Douglas. As Halcomb in the gun, has a receiver each side. Fisher, excuse me, that will not be Halcomb. That'll be Matt Castile, the freshman. As he's in the gun. Looking to pass. Rolling. Fires it to the right and picked off by Waynoka. And it was Bouchard, yeah, stepping right in front of Fisher. Knew where that play was going. So another stopped conversion from Waynoka.
34-6.
This portion of tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Little Sahara Sand Sports and America's Oasis. A big event coming up at the Little Sahara and at America's Oasis. September the 12th and 13th, it's Sandfest 2.0 and two-wheel takeover. Donnie tells me they'll be doing short course and drag racing, a TWT ride-out, freestyle show with UTV backflips, freestyle motocross shows. Go to the internet, 406fmx.com for official camping sponsorships or for you to camp, or call to make reservations at 580-737-0310. The original Sand Superstore is Little Sahara Sand Sports. Thanks to Don and Donnie, and thanks to Ben and all at America's Oasis. You can call them at 580-737-0310, and the ball is on the tee.
Just picked out of the air by Davison. Leaks forward, gets to the 45.
Returned by number 10, brought down by number 7,
So
Matt
good job by
Castile.
Mr. Davison to just
Railroaders
pluck
will take
that out of the
over
air.
at the 42-yard line.
Well, that wind is trying to fight Ben. He's battling it all night so far. Be 1st and 10 for the Rails. Ball on their own 43-yard line. 2:44 remaining before the half. Try to put together a scoring drive here. As it's Bouchard in the gun. Has a couple of receivers to his left as well as a tight end. Nobody else in the backfield. They hand it to Davis on the reverse sweep. Davison, he's getting out to the edge and looked like he almost had it, but a great open field tackle
Number
by
10, Davidson
Covington-Douglas
on
is
the carry,
Cooper
brought down
Wheeler.
by number 88, Cooper Wheeler.
Who just challenged
That'll
Davison
bring up
one-on-one right
second
there.
down and long for the Railroaders.
2nd and 8, they'll call it. Davison coming up, limping a little bit, so he'll have to step out for a play. Maybe got his ankle twisted up a touch. So he'll walk it off.
You know, another difficulty for the Railroaders, you look at the sidelines along here and see how many more people are out for football here in Covington-Douglas. Not many subs on the far side.
Well, and you got to remember Class B school, right? In comparison to Class C, a snap, a handoff for Hamas Rhyme, fighting off some Wildcats, but unfortunately isn't going to be able to go very far, and the late flag comes in.
Yeah,
This
and
might be on Covington-Douglas with a little bit of a face mask.
No,
No might, you say?
Hammerstein.
I think it's
flag on the play.
The way the hit was conducted, yeah. We'll see.
Oh, okay. Yep, it is a face mask.
It is a face mask.
So that will help out Waynoka pretty solid
Face
there.
mask would
You're
be the
going to
call,
face
that'll give
about a
the
3rd
Railroaders
and
first down.
7. And as you heard, will be a first down for Waynoka.
1:53 in the first half. At the half, we'll pause to listen and look to some of our advertisers, and then we'll have a conversation that is taped because Coach Payson is going to be conducting real conversations.
Okay.
Payson Slater is in the locker room.
1st and 10 for Waynoka. Handoff to Hammersheim, and nowhere to go for him this time. Covington-Douglas all over it in the backfield as a host of Wildcats break through. And Marler being the lead guy to get through. And a big loss of 5, they say, for Waynoka. Now you're faced 2nd 15 at the Covington-Douglas 44 as the clock ticks to 1:30 remaining in the half and still going.
34-6. Rails down, but there's no quit in them.
They're still fighting.
They are.
As it'll be Bouchard in the gun. Everybody stacked to the right side of the formation. Again, that reverse sweep.
Pitch.
This time to Hammersheim. No, excuse me, that's not Hammersheim. But a good gain up near the first down marker. Would have been the 30, and they call him just a couple yards short there. Waynoka. That one was Roland George taking that.
And they ran him on the pitch on a play that would designate him as a fullback.
Right.
Nicely done, Roland.
Well, and I like that action too by Waynoka, where you get everybody focused one way and you come back with that little reverse, find some space. So 3rd, and they'll say a 3 for Waynoka here, bit of a longer 3. Got to get to the 29, it looks like. Bouchard takes the snap, goes to the right side, has the first down. A flag does come out. Bouchard easily has the first down as he ges to the 25, maybe just ahead. But a flag did come out in the backfield, and this one might be coming back.
I think this is strange. I think this is a face mask.
Oh, it is, but on Waynoka.
But against Waynoka. It's a hold.
Oh, they say hold.
Okay.
It was a little high.
I mean, it's not okay, but at least I understand the call now. 26 seconds in the first half.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
So would have had that first, but instead faced with that long 3rd down now for the Rails. 34-6 they trail, trying to find a little bit of momentum here before the half.
That's a tough one because Bouchard gets the first down, so you're going to have first down at about the 25. Now you're, 3rd down close to 45.
And Waynoka on the rush with 15 seconds on the game clock as Bouchard snap. Head off on the end around to Davidson.
Get a break.
Gets a little bit of a block. Catches to the 30, the 20, the 15 down to the 10, and he's knocked out of bounds.
3 seconds.
With 3 seconds.
Number 10, Dakota Davidson on the carry.
And after Waynoka, I don't see regret going a little slower pace, but you get this big gain, now you only got one play to work with.
Yep.
1st and goal for the
Dakota Davidson is pretty darn fast.
And he's tough because he was over on the sideline for a minute with a bit of a hurt ankle and come right back in and rips off a big play.
Yeah, about everybody in the backfield has been over on the sideline for a down or two, nursing something, but they keep coming.
So 1st and goal for Waynoka from the 9, trying to score right before the half, 3 seconds remaining. As they trail 34-6, Bouchard takes the snap, rolls to the right, a quick pass, and it's floated out to Fisher. And Fisher's got the interception. He's racing the other way, has a couple of blocks, crosses over midfield. He's got an absolute cavalcade ahead of him. And Fisher looks like he's going to be taking this back. The 30, the 20, Waynoka trying to chase him down, and Fisher gets it all the way back for the touchdown. But a flag is back
Number 44,
at the 39-yard
line.
line.
But there is a flag
and it's a block in the back, so it's coming back. It's an interception, but it will not be a touchdown for Covington-Douglas before the half.
It's going to be a Wildcat flag,
Yes.
so it'll come back. You can't end
Be an untimed down here. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it'll be Covington-Douglas ball on this flag. Zeros are on the clock for the half. But as Ben was talking about, you can't end the half on a penalty.
And if you're the ball carrier, I mean, I'm sure he's a great sport, but you got to be saying, wait a minute, you're kidding me. 90 yards.
Well, especially a thicker guy like that running all those yards, that's a
Exactly.
lot. I mean, you need some oxygen after that, and it's all for nothing. Might as well not happen. You ever seen those, what they call them, the thick sixes, right? The big D lineman, right? Fisher's not a D lineman, but he's getting close to the thick range.
He is. He is.
Those guys don't like it when that stuff happens. You get a good moment.
Now, wait a minute.
Waynoka's running off, and it's like, guys, we should have an untimed down here.
Okay, but that was on the offense. You can't end with a defensive penalty, but can you end the half with a?
Well, I mean that's the odd part of the rule here. Because if as long as Covington-Douglas says they're returning it, it would still technically be the defense, right?
I heard somebody say, "Hey, come back." So I guess we're going to have an untimed down.
Yep.
Tomorrow will be Cade and I will be at the Waynoka Lady Rails softball field. Softball action in the afternoon. The junior high at 4:30, and then the high school girls at 6 o'clock.
Take over at the 29-yard line with one untimed down before the half.
That report is that the ball will be spotted at the 29, says the announcer. And the Wildcats will have one untimed down.
So there's your situation now. If you're Waynoka, essentially got to play prevent defense, if you will, here. We'll see how Covington-Douglas approaches this. They may not want to take a huge deep shot.
Why not?
Why not?
They got a north wind at their back, and everybody's gassed on defense.
I'll say this, though. Halcomb, it's not a knock on because Ford Smith was really good. He's not quite the thrower Ford Smith is. So that's the question. That's the question. Can he keep it up?
For sure. That's for sure.
As Halcomb will be in the gun, spread receivers to each side, dropping back to pass, looking some
got
pressure
him going
initially.
along here. He's waving. Oh,
he's
gonna
got to
run.
scramble.
Gotta
Does
run.
break out of a tackle, gets across to the 50, and then take it down.
Whoa, Colin Bouchard.
that was almost a single leg takedown right there. It's good wrestling. Does Waynoka have wrestling? Because if so, Bouchard needs to jump on it.
The first half.
Even the score just a little bit. The first half is over. It's 34-6. Rails are down, but there is no quit in them. We're going to pause for these messages. This portion of halftime is brought to you in part by Mock Resources. We thank all of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
We're a 100-year-old organization. We're here for agriculture. We have to involve ourselves and commit ourselves to keeping our customers in these rural areas alive. It's what feeds the world and gives back.
I think it's really important. I mean, everywhere that I tend to go, whether it's a producer meeting or traveling out in the country, I mean, I see Farm Credit at different events, sponsoring different events. They're out, got the cooker pulled up on the trailer, and they're out cooking and supporting the community. And I mean, I think that's important for Oklahoma. I mean, to keep our dollars local, support our local economy, and I think it's important for Farm Credit to be involved in those things, not only to spread and grow their business, but to grow others' business as well.
The local support we get from Farm Credit, that's kind of what drew me to them to begin with. You know, it's nice to see them out and about in the community, whether it's a stock show or a fireman's benefit, just anything and everything in our community. They're always there supporting, and it makes me excited to be a customer of Farm Credit because of the level of service that they give back to our rural communities.
One of the places you see them a lot are the local stock shows. They support a lot of that stuff. They go to all the premium auctions. You know, I hear people, they comment on how active Farm Credit is and that part of it.
Farm Credit is really good about donating time and money and water bottles.
We're not just doing it for marketing, but to let people know that we care. Majority of our areas are ag producers, and we need to support them as they support us.
Well, welcome back. It's halftime here in Covington-Douglas. We've got half done and, well, more action coming up. I asked Coach Payson Slater yesterday to talk with me a couple of minutes about the overall season, this football season, but a look down from up above. So we recorded this yesterday evening, so it won't have anything on it about what's gone on here in the first half. I hope it's all good. So Coach, you look around and you do not see Cunningham. You do not see probably as good a ball player as we've had around in a while, and is playing the next level in senior, but you've got some seniors that have stepped to the front. You don't have a lot of seniors.
No, we have 3 seniors, and Colin Myers has been a 3-year starter now, and he's stepped into the senior leadership role pretty well. Colin Bouchard, same thing. As a sophomore, he was playing a lot. He had that bad knee injury and still started last year, but just never got to where he was feeling like himself. But he's kind of back to it this year. And then Roland George is our other senior, just a solid leader. He's there every day, starting for us on both sides of the ball this year, doing a good job, and like I said, just being a leader for us.
So when you have to play with what you have, and you run a fullback in your season. In your scheme, you don't really have the body of a fullback out there, do you?
No, not tomorrow night. Roland George will be playing fullback. Just we have some sickness on the team, guys that are being out. Leiden Homweisheim would be the normal starting fullback, but he's missed practice this week. But he'll still get in there. But Roland will be fullback tonight or tomorrow night, and he'll do a good job. But like you said, he's not the typical fullback build, but he'll throw his body in there. He'll give everything he's got. He's scrappy.
So they talk about that a lot. The analysts do on NFL stuff, where when you go to that level, you can't be just one thing. You got to be a football player, unless you're a punter or a kicker. You got to be able to go do what you're sent to do. And that's kind of what you're doing with these guys.
Yeah, and I talked about Roland, but Colin Bouchard's the same way. In preseason, he's played quarterback, he's played running back, he's played fullback. He's, if we could put him at tight end, I'd probably put him at tight end some. But he's had a good attitude about it. That's the biggest thing is kids can get set in their ways, and coach, I'm a running back. That's
what I am.
He hasn't been. He's been really good and been open to it. And he's done well. Like I said, he's not a typical quarterback, not a big 6'2", drop back and throw it all over the place. But he's good rolling out, throwing it on the run. But he's a tough runner. We like to run the quarterback, and he runs as good as anybody. So he's done a good job so far. Hopefully we can continue to build some confidence in him, and he'll continue to do well.
We're talking on recording less than a day before the contest that we're in now. And at halftime, I asked Coach Slater if we could, for halftime, record a little bit and just look at the overview of things. We have an overview for you, Coach Slater, that you've not participated in. None of us really have for a long time. It is reunion in Waynoka, and we've not had one because of COVID. We do it every 5 years. So, we were all measuring our faces for masks 5 years ago. So it's been 10 years since. So we got not only have we got a big thing going in Waynoka, we've got a lot of people listening and watching online. We now do KALVradio.com. That takes you to the website. We do railroader.tv. That's on the website. We do Facebook live and archived. We do YouTube live and archived. And Waynoka now has a frequency. KALV broadcasts on 99.5 in Alva and 97.1 in Waynoka. So everybody gets to tune in to Railroader football. So you get to share, even though you're a Tyrone guy? What?
Yeah, Tyrone alumni. Yeah.
Have you been here long enough that you can kind of?
Yeah, I feel good about it. I enjoy it here. It's been good, and I'm really excited for Alumni Weekend. I think it's really cool that I played against Waynoka my senior year when I was at Tyrone, and so I knew some of those guys. And
who would have been a name that stood out in Waynoka at that time?
In my class, I don't know, but Curran Olson, he graduated my brother's class.
Oh, yeah?
In 16, I think, 17, and I've gotten to be pretty good friends with him. Guys
quality individual and a heck of an athlete.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, he's a really good kid. I'm trying to think. Castillo kid, he would have been close to my age.
Right.
I think his wife teaches up at the school, Sarah Castillo.
Right.
But Yeah, just really excited for a lot of people. And like I said, those guys are in town anyway. But, just to have everybody back in town and kind of see, we've got really good facilities here in Waynoka, kind of show them off to some of our older alumni. And that's a really cool deal. We're smallest classification in every sport, but I'd put our facilities up against anybody, not in 5 or 6A. Our facilities are great. And having a chance to show that off to our alumni is really, really cool.
Our coach that I'm talking to is Payson Slater. He's not beside me. He's in the locker room because it's halftime here at Covington-Douglas in Covington. Thanks for joining me for a minute, Coach. And I hope what you're doing while this is playing turns out okay.
I hope so, too. We'll see if we're making adjustments or telling them to keep doing what we're doing.
Right. This portion of
Let's hear it
tonight's
for your 2025 Wildcat Band.
The Wildcat Band performing at halftime, and you heard Coach Slater and myself giving kind of an overview of, and actually, Tyler, you had pretty much the same thinking that Coach Slater did, which is, there's no quit in these kids. They've got a ways to go because this is the first game and not many practices, and a lot of them didn't play the position that they're in last year or any time before. But they don't quit, and they just keep coming at you. And I realize that the score is 34-6, but this is a pretty darn good team that Covington-Douglas fields.
Well, and the beautiful thing about high school sports, especially in football, the district is kind of what really matters. Not to say that those non-district games don't matter, but you could take a game like this, and on the scoreboard it may not look great, but you get a lot of good reps, you get a lot of good looks out of this, and you get to see what you had, right?
Yes.
And I think for what we've seen tonight with Waynoka, considering that Covington-Douglas has been a really good Class B squad now for a while, and they were a deep run last year in B2, you could feel confident, hey, some things that you've done tonight is going to work against some of those Class C squads, especially in your district. If you could, capitalize on that. We saw it last year, right? Things came together for Waynoka to be able to make the playoffs, and fortunately got a little bit of a tough draw with Tipton, but nonetheless, you came together, and there's pieces there for this Waynoka team to kind of do something similar.
And they got to get in the ice bath pretty quick because there's another one coming at them next week. It is Brother Tanner Allen in O'Keene, and that's a good club.
That's another good squad right there. Got a lot returning, similar to Covington-Douglas when you look at it. So we'll see how that one plays out. So, like I said, get in the ice bath, get a little, heal those wounds. Thankfully, the young kids tend to heal a little faster than us older guys. Give it all up to you.
Come on now. And then comes another thing I want to hit here before I say, and then comes Pond Creek on September the 12th. I don't want to say that yet, but what I want to say is we've got quite a few Thursday games.
Oh, okay. So there's been some changes in that.
Yeah. So O'Keene's going to be on September the 4th.
Instead of the 5th. Okay.
And what happens on these, as you know, Tyler, is we're very short on officials.
Right.
And we have officials that play the game, and the game is they pick what Fridays they want to work, and then they call close schools and say, hey, I could get my bunch together and work you a game if you do it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Now, if you ask any one of them that, they will deny that they say it and would be really upset that I'm saying this probably, but that's what happens. And the smaller schools have to take those Thursday games, and that makes it so tough. Like you're going to Boise City. So if you had a Thursday game, everybody that gets out of work at 5 o'clock on Thursday, there's no way. There's no way.
It's a tough trip. Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of tough, we have great sponsors. Let's hear from another one of them. And we are very close to kickoff, about 3 minutes here in Covington-Douglas. Second half action coming up. Rails down 34-6. No quit in them. We'll be back.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Casasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Casasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs. Tyler, the sports director, or the sports director at K101 in Woodward. Thank you to CJ and all of the wonderful people in Woodward for loaning. How's it feel to be on loan? I don't know that I've ever had that happen in my life.
I don't know if I'm good enough to be on loan, but you called
you
me up,
plenty
so
good.
I don't know. The invoice is on the way. I'll let CJ know that. But anyways, hey, it's fun to come out and for us, I say us is K101 Tri-State Media. These two teams, Waynoka, Covington-Douglas, they're Class Bowl schools, right?
Yes.
We'd love to be able to check out our Class Bowl schools when we can, and we're getting ready to start year 42 Friday night quick scores tomorrow night with CJ and the crew. That's incredible. I mean, that's a long time, Ben.
That's
I've
a long time.
A lot of athletes in the Tri-States. So.
That just reminded me. I won't be working a game tomorrow night. I can talk to him on Friday night quick scores.
Oh, there you go. Give us a little update, maybe.
They're going to give this Timberlake score here in just a second.
Bixby up on Owasso 28-0, and OSU beating some junior high team 17-7 midway through the third quarter.
Now, I will say, in defense of Tennessee Martin, they're not a junior high team. They're a D1 AA FCS, and they're a good one. They're ranked just outside the top 25. So,
are they?
Yes, Oklahoma State fans don't just freak out. But the spread was about 20 points, so you're a little under that right now for Oklahoma State. You got to get on your horse with the second half.
And the second half it could be. Who knows? So looking at the Waynoka schedule, we have that third game bye that we always have every year. So the week of September the 19th will be on a bye. And then you're telling me, Tyler, our next opponent is Beaver on the first district game on September 26th, and you're telling me we're not going to play that game.
Well, from what I've seen, and I haven't got to fully confirm it yet, but multiple people have said that there's a handful of teams that pull out district play sometimes during the season. We know before the season that Deer Creek Lamont did so, pulling out district play, didn't have enough to fill the team. It looked like Beaver got added to that list. That's what I've seen. I have to double check and confirm. Going into the season, they had released the schedule, hired a coach. But it seems like maybe here in the fall camp, for whatever reason, they had changed mind or gotten some injuries. So we'll see if that district game gets played. Be aware that one might not get played.
Then we've got a district game, Sharon Mutual, October the 3rd in Waynoka. And then a scheduling change. We'll go to Tyrone on October the 9th. So that game moves from the 10th to the 9th. Timberlake is in Waynoka this year on October the 16th. Balco Forgan is out there, way out there, on October the 24th. October the 1st is Kremlin in Waynoka. November the 6th is Buffalo out there. I love that trip. They're just such great people. I mean, Dale Spradlin, the superintendent, his wife Renee is a longtime radio person. She's not in radio anymore, but worked in the Weatherford part of the country you and I are familiar with. Great lady. They're wonderful, wonderfully hospitable. The whole bunch. It's just a great place to go.
I got to talk to Coach Yock. You want to talk about a guy that'll give you anything you need when you need it. Coach Yock Tell you what.
Okay, so
State has missed you.
in the first year, Cullen Olson helped me with that ball game. So with 6 seconds, I won't miss this far, but 6 seconds left, and Waynoka's about to score, and if they score, the game's over at halftime. They don't score. Dusty coaches them up at halftime, and Waynoka slinks out of there with about a less than a touchdown. I mean, it was like two different teams coming out of the same locker room. He coached Buffalo up, and they responded. It got brutal.
Yeah, well, and you talk about a guy that understands how to work, an 8-man situation where some years you're going to use the hand you dealt, right?
Yep.
And you may not have a lot of guys, but you're going to get them to buy in and play hard. And there's not many better I can find than Coach Yock and being able to do that year to year to year. Last year, I mean, my goodness, it seemed like everybody was injured for that team. They still scavenged 3 wins, and now they bring everybody back, and a lot of guys got to play. They could be a tough team this year. He just finds ways to keep rejuvenating things.
Yep. And you're right. You got a flat tire 20 miles from there, you call him.
Great, usually pretty good hospitality room when basketball tournaments, district tournaments, whatever hits. So
I love that tournament. Their hospitality room is just, them in Medford, you could just move in and live out of the hospitality
They would kick you out after a few hours, but you get your money's worth at least, right?
There is that, yeah. We are just about ready for action. So, running the machinery here for Waynoka, Mr. Beck, how are you, sir?
Tired.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. What's your first name?
Jay.
See, you're not too tired. You got that one right. Let's go to another. This is Bria Lee's. Do I call you little brother? Does that bother you at all?
No.
Are you going to go to Panhandle this year and watch Bria Lee play basketball in college togs?
Hopefully.
Have you talked to her about it? Does she like it? Is it wonderful? What do you got to report, Jay?
She kind of likes it. She hasn't really figured it out yet.
Well, it's been a week, right? We'll give her a little more time to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Jay Beck, one of the really great, he's a future SID. Probably, what college will you go to?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You'll probably go to OSU, I'm thinking, maybe?
No.
No. He won't be at OSU, but he'll probably be an SID somewhere. Great guy.
Doing a good job over there filming. We worked through some issues. He's handled it like a pro.
If you're listening and you're going, what are these guys doing? We're helping fix equipment that isn't ours. Ball taken at the 25-yard line. It is Colin Bouchard. Get around the corner, son. Oh, got tackled on the corner. And the Rails will start the second half on the 35-yard line. 34-yard line, moving from right to left on your car dial if you have a car dial. I mean, many of you are driving Teslas, so you probably do not. Split to the near side. Split to the far side. Colin Bouchard in the backfield. Got a helper with him back there. Gives the helper the ball through the gap. Across the 40 to the 43-yard line.
Number 8 on the carry, brought down by number 15, Braden Thayer, and number 7, Matt Castile.
Harmersheim there on that carry. And you want to talk about finishing the run. Harmersheim lowered that shoulder.
He did. And this is the kid that was feeling really bad last week and this week. They didn't know if he was going to play or not.
He's trying to take it out on Covington-Douglas. So I feel bad. I'm going to make sure you feel bad.
Split to the near side. Put that man in motion. He was flanked, really. He has the ball. It's Davidson. He's close to a first down, but I don't think he got it.
They've got him marked ahead of him.
They do?
Ahead of
44, Ryland Fisher.
I like it.
We'll take it. And Fisher, I mean, you're not going to escape his grasp very often. Davidson did his best to fight for it.
True. 11-10, third quarter. Covington-Douglas, Ben Buckland, and Tyler Riggs on top of the press box. Open, big open, but good weather. Give straight through. Another first down.
And
Ball started at the 45. Hammerstein crosses the 50, crosses the other 45. 2 first downs in a row. Hammerstein contributing both of them.
I'm liking the way he's hitting the hole. You know, some guys see that open hole and they think, yeah, I could kind of, waddle through there. No, he's hitting it with some speed and get himself some good yards.
Railroaders in their travel whites. Split to the near side. Everybody else in tight. Back to throw. No, he's back to on his own. Colin Bouchard gets taken down. He needed a little block out there on the edge. Got nothing.
Yeah, it looked like a little, maybe a miscommunication there on the line, and maybe it's just a great play by Covington-Douglas. They had 2 or 3 guys immediately in the backfield when Bouchard pulled that.
And those are correct figures. There was 2 or 3 just at the blink of an eye.
We talked on the pregame about some of the elite tacklers this team has. Hey, you give them an inch, you give them a little nose to get in there and work their way into the backfield, they're going to take it.
And there are a couple of them, well, 3 of them, that really like to tackle. Really. It is 2nd and 12. Coming this way. Got to get around the edge, and he does. 40-yard line and thrown out of bounds.
Number 10, Davidson on the carry.
Davidson on the carry. I don't know if his speed is deceptive. He just keeps being faster than I think he's going to be. Is that deceptive?
I think it's because he's a glider. Some guys, when they're runners, they look like track stars. Some look like they're just taking their time. He looks like he's taking his time, but he's making up yards. He's a glider.
So we've got power to the far side. Now we're going to put trips to the far side, and we don't get it done in time.
Covington-Douglas went to the timeout and said, we didn't like that.
I don't think they've ever seen that formation because I don't think I have this tonight. Have you? Have you seen trips one side or the other?
I didn't catch it, no. I didn't catch it. So.
Wait a minute. You'd have caught it. It didn't happen. You would have caught it. So this is going to be a big down. It'll be 3rd and 4. This portion of tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Vivian's Flowers and Things in downtown Waynoka. Tyler, you know the problems that you have with the women. When you really have a tough woman deal, Flowers, Viv's in Waynoka works not really every time. I mean, there's still a divorce or 2 around, but lots of times it'll work, Tyler, and it'll work for you.
It could at least go a long way. Right?
Oh, yeah.
You start with something beautiful, get in front of them, smells nice, looks great.
Right, and then you can do some other stuff,
Sure,
like
you could add on to that.
You can
but
take
the base is definitely a good bunch of
It is. The flowers are great. I recommend taking them to a food truck also. That's,
there you go.
Yeah, take someplace nice. We're going to do this again. We got trips on the far. What are we doing? What
now we had an officials timeout. Okay.
We do? We do.
Not sure what the officials...
The officials are going, hey, I've never seen this formation. They're just like we are.
Did a whistle not blow in time? Maybe they went ahead of it. So now they're conversing. Didn't see a flag or anything come out. Maybe an issue with your center in terms of an equipment issue.
We're kind of going to need the center. We're going to need somebody to snap the ball here in a minute. So we'll send in another one, I guess. Was it an equipment deal?
I don't know. It looked like Titan Smith Dunn got kind of stopped and they put him over to the sideline for a second. So maybe an equipment thing, not sure. And so he had to come out for a play, is what they said.
Well, we're not gonna run that play now. We're gonna run another play. We got a man on the wing, and everybody in tight. Oh, he's keeping it. Colin is at the 35. He just about got through there. I mean,
number 21 Bouchard on the carry.
This is Covington-Douglas is one of those teams that will fool you because you see that initial opening at the line of scrimmage, and you think, oh, I'm fast enough to get there. And then by the time you get there, there's about 3 or 4 Wildcats on top of it. And you're going, what the heck happened?
And one of them is 44 going, come here, come
Mr.
here.
Fisher, yes, and an absolute brick. Not just brick wall, but a brick.
So we'll split both ways now. Keep one man in the backfield and take the snap long, give it to that man, and Hammerstein will get to the 35,
number 8,
but not the one more yard that he needed. So it's going to be fourth down.
He's going to be
fourth
short,
and 1.
Take over at the
Oh, no, that was the fourth down.
Yeah, it was the fourth
we're
down.
going to turn
Just
the darn
short,
thing
yeah.
over.
And it was a good effort by Homicide.
It was.
Just could not. Got stood up about a yard or two, like you mentioned, before that first down marker. Credit again to Covington-Douglas. They don't miss many open field tackles.
True. Colin Myers got a nice block, but needed a couple more to help him. So Rails on defense, win behind the back of the blue-clad Covington-Douglas Wildcats. Give on what used to be called a crossbuck. Counter play, and it'll go for Fisher, 10 yards.
And just enough for that first down. He snaked ahead. It's not quite to the 46, but it's right ahead of the 45. So he'll take that for the first. As it'll be Halcomb in the gun again. 2 running backs beside him. Nobody out wide. Halcomb a handoff this time to Marler, and he gets tripped up. Not sure if that was the grass or his own man that got him, but he falls forward for a yard and a half.
Picks up about 1, going to be 2nd down and 9.
So make it a 2nd and 9. 7:45 remaining third quarter as Covington-Douglas leads 34-6 over the Railroaders. This will be Halcomb again in the gun. Again, a back on each side of him. No receivers out wide. And another handoff to Marler. Fights off the tackle. Fights across the 50. Dragging a couple guys. Trying to get the first down.
Number 1,
just
Grayson
a bit
Marler
short.
on the carry, picks up about 8.
And Marler
Brings
gets
up 3rd
inside the
down and
47, so about the 46 and a half.
Stetson Nix got a cross over there. He started on this side of the field, helped make the tackle on the far side. 3rd and an itty-bitty.
About a yard, maybe a short yard. Again, in the gun, Halcomb hands off to Fisher, the big boy. Shakes off the tackle, fights forward, breaking a couple more. Across the 35, down inside it to almost the 32.
This is 8-man football, and 5 Railroaders had a hold of him. It kind of looked like the what happens behind a speedboat, this long line of,
long line of a wake.
Yeah.
And it's not that Waynoka's not trying to tackle the kid, but I don't know how you wrap him up. It's hard to get your arms around.
And if you get down around his ankles, I mean, he could die down there.
He could. He's got some quick feet and lifts him quick.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Covington-Douglas. Halcomb in the gun as they're in Waynoka territory.
Keeper.
As Marler with them, and sure enough, keeps it up the gut. Oh, good tackle flying in for Waynoka.
Colin Bouchard. Now look at your camera shot of how far it is down to the field, and we hear the plastic pop of Colin Bouchard. There is no quit. It is 34-6. Rails are down, but they keep coming. 6:10 in the third quarter.
2nd and 5 for Halcomb in the gun. Hands off to Marler. Gets some initial contact, shakes it off, dragging a couple Waynoka defenders forward, and he has the first down inside the 20 to the 15, and it looked like Stetson Nix had him almost off the edge, and Marler just took him off.
First down.
So it was a good read by Nix, but just unfortunately unable to slow him enough. Makes it 1st and 10 for Covington-Douglas at the Waynoka 15. Halcomb in the gun, everybody in tight, as he's got Marler with him in the backfield. And there's a whistle and a flag just before. And looks
offsides on Waynoka.
Going to get a rare
first down and 5.
defensive offsides on Waynoka before the snap. So make it 1st and 5 for Covington-Douglas. Very interesting. So we'll try it again for Covington-Douglas. 1st and 5, Halcomb in the gun. It's man in the backfield with him. It's Marler. Takes the snap to the left side with a couple blocks. Gets around the edge. Gets up for the touchdown, but a flag does come out near that 10-yard line.
Got
this
caught
is
on
likely
that
coming back.
hold on the edge,
But it'll be brought back. Looks like
I saw a couple
call.
Waynoka guys getting twisted up a little bit differently there. And sure enough, no score for Covington-Douglas. So you go from 1st and 5 to now 1st and 15. 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
And that helps a little, but you're still deep
on the
wrong end of the field.
And we've seen Waynoka get Covington-Douglas to some 3rd downs and a 4th, but it's been those short down and distances. You want that to be long.
True. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Rick George and Associates. When you need the numbers done right, looking good, the right place, the right time, Rick and Matt Rick George and Associates, you will not go wrong.
So 1st and 15, Covington-Douglas. Halcomb in that pistol look with Marler behind him. Everybody else packed in tight. Speed option to the left. A pitch. Late pitch, but a good one to Marler, who was able to get close to the original down the distance before a couple railroaders forced him out of bounds. Good read by Waynoka on that. Good response on the edge to the speed option. Only gain of about 4.
I think that's the only time I've seen that pitch around the end.
It's the first time they've hit it, I think. So
I do
Waynoka
too.
able to jump on it. That's a good sign.
It is.
Make it 2nd and 11, down to 5:19 left in the third quarter. Covington-Douglas leads 34-6. It's Halcomb in the gun, hands off to Fisher, trying to stretch it to the edge and roping him in and trying to drag him down, or the railroaders, and finally swinging him down as he gets inside to the nearly the 10. Let's say about the 12. Short gain makes it 3rd, about 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
It looked like Colin Myers, I think, got the initial hand there, and boy, held on for dear life on Mr. Fisher.
And they're actually about the same size, those two. They both look like they're around, 240. Maybe not. Close.
Give or take.
Give or take.
Good job by Waynoka to force the 3rd and 7, but it's at the 11. We'll see if they can come up with the stop as it's Halcomb in the pistol. Marler behind him, a handoff to Marler to the short side. Gets a little bit of a hole, cuts it up, gets inside the 5. It looks like he has enough for the first down, and he does. 1st and goal all the way for
Marler on the carry,
Covington-Douglas.
gain of about 10.
Now we got an official's
That'll bring
timeout
up
on the back end of that
1st
play,
and
and it
goal
looks
for the
like maybe
Wildcats.
some cramps for one of the railroaders. He's working on his leg.
Timeout on the field with 4:29 remaining in the third quarter. Rails are down 34-6, and the Wildcats are threatening. Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs, and Jay Beck on top of the press room in a very nice evening breeze. We'll be back.
Classic Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life. Core Bank in Waynoka was so named because of their customers. The name speaks to strength, substance, strong character, plus sound banking principles, heart, and soul. Offering strong, convenient banking in their community has been the aim, the goal of Core Bank of Waynoka, with a foundation dating to the early 1900s and shepherded for the last 50 years, headed by President Mick George and now Weston Hill, Vice President and Loan Officer. Core Bank, member FDIC, serving the community from downtown Waynoka.
On number 44, Ryland Fisher.
Fisher again. I asked one of the guys that's working for Covington-Douglas, how many yards does Fisher have? And he said, we stopped keeping, we don't know. Okay.
He's had some good total yards, receiving, rushing, and then tackles too. He's all over the field. So a guy that when you looked at his offensive stats last year, you didn't think this was, something he could do, but as they go for the 2-point here for Covington-Douglas, it is Halcomb just diving it in, and he fights forward and gets to the 2-point conversion to make it 42-6 with 4:20 third quarter. But on Mr. Fisher, they didn't have to use him a lot offensively last year because you had Ford Smith, you had Camden Thayer. And so this year, I expect, especially in those short yardage situations, you're going to see a lot of Mr. Fisher in those short yardage situations.
Yes, you are. And if you didn't get a chance to see Ford Smith.
Oh, what a player.
I'll tell you how Coach Slater, the title that he gives him is he's the best 8-man quarterback he's ever seen.
I think Cade Manuel would have had some words for that, but I digress. Ford was really good, Mr. Manuel ceiling a couple years ago. But Ford, keep in mind, was an All-Stater, 11-man All-Stater at defensive back. Hey, he was that athletic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he made the All-State roster last year at 11-man as a defensive back. And that wasn't his best position, to Mr. Slater's point. What a fantastic player he was. He's actually, we caught up with him at Class Bowl, but he's actually the ball boy, I believe, or equipment guy.
For OSU.
For OSU.
Yep.
So going to Stillwater, and that's a pretty neat role.
It is. And it wouldn't be totally out of the question for him to walk on.
Well, with apparently how things are going in the first half for Oklahoma State, they might need him to walk on, Ben.
Maybe even later tonight. So it is 42-6. No quitting the Railroaders. They're going to have the football now. Maybe, because it is bouncing on the ground. Hammerstein has it. Oh, if he could get by one more, no, not going to happen.
Well, you got to see that Covington-Douglas is saying, hey, we're going to make sure we're not going to get Colin Bouchard to have a chance in the open field. So
right.
They're at least respecting that.
True. So Tyler Riggs will be in beautiful Boise City.
Guyman tomorrow.
I thought I'd just see if you were paying attention. Guyman's pretty this time of year.
We'll find out.
Tourist Mecca.
I think it's been at least 4 years, since I've been down there. So we'll see for the football field.
Railroaders, maybe not in time. That was going to be Davidson around the far end, but it was a false start on this side, and we'll go with 1st and 15. Now the wind's in their face. The wind's not a big deal. You can probably hear it in our microphones.
I'm trying to shield.
But in Oklahoma, this is not a wind.
This isn't even a worry.
But where I was going with that is we're going to have to sling the football here. And so we're throwing into a wind, but not a great big one. Split to the far side. I think we got a wing over there too. Colin has a man back with him, helping him, and he gives that man the ball, and it's Hammerstein, and there are blue jerseys there. They were there as quick as he got there.
Well, now it's Marler, a host of other guys as well for Covington-Douglas that just jumped into that backfield. Braden Thayer, senior as well, jumping in there. So.
And actually, Covington-Douglas doesn't have a lot more seniors than Waynoka does. I think, they've got 4 maybe, and Waynoka just has the 3.
Maybe playing. They've got a few more seniors than 4, I would say.
We have another timeout. We have an injury timeout, as a matter of fact. How many seniors did you count?
Yeah, you might be right, Ben. I said.
I loved it. Let's pause for that. You might be right, Ben. I heard it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, man.
They got a cavalcade more seniors compared to Waynoka.
It is a cavalcade. You don't hear cavalcade as much, really, as you'd like to.
It's good work.
There is timeout on the field. This portion of tonight's action is coming to you, courtesy of Waynoka Main Street. We have the first ever that I know of. I'm pretty sure it's the first ever Renaissance Festival coming up. We're talking about horseback jousting. We're talking about, the big swords. It's a big deal.
So we're going back to your childhood.
Oh, man.
I was saving that one, man. I was lining that one up.
Man, even Jay Beck is feeling a little sorry for me. He's over here going, oh, come on. 3:58 on the clock in the third quarter. Rails are down 42-6. They have the football. They're moving from right to left. We'll get back to the Renaissance Festival in just about a minute. Colin Bouchard, base play left, and got 5.
Bouchard on the carry.
Just about.
Bring up
going to be 3rd.
2 for the Railroaders.
No, 3rd and 2.
Third and 12.
Yeah. I like that he's trying to give the Railroaders some credit there.
Me too.
He's got Bouchard in the gun. A couple receivers right. Flanking. Hammersheim on the left side. In motion goes Davidson. Cross formation. Bouchard looking to take
to the far side.
Gets spun down.
Slam tackle.
Marler there again. And that's one-on-one. And Bouchard can be slippery, but Mr. Marler is pretty stout.
Marler. That brings up 4th down and 10.
Have we got our tell-all guide about the Renaissance Fair yet? We're studying.
Maid Marian will be there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the Renaissance Fair. It's the 3rd weekend in September. It's 2 full days. It's a wonderful time in Waynoka. Get your best Renaissance outfit. I mean, yours will work, just what you wear every day.
Well, I'll just have to go dig in your closet and see what you had from the past. Yeah.
You can use that Elvis Presley shirt, that purple one. Timeout on the field. We're going to pause for this timeout. We're in Covington-Douglas. We're in Covington for Covington-Douglas Wildcat football. 2:24 in the 3rd. Rails down 42-6, and we'll be back.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holder's, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Snap comes this way, got a block, crosses the 50-yard line, barely, but crosses it, and I think it's going to be good.
For a first down.
Carry by number 7, Creed Hufford.
We have not called Creed Huffer's number tonight, I don't think.
First time, and what a way to do it, getting a first down on 4th and long.
And looking good. Creed Hufford, number 7 on the carry. 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter. It is first down Railroaders at the 50. Give right straight ahead. He gets by 1, 2, 3, and out of bounds. That's Hammerstein.
By number 8, Hammerstein.
Across the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Justice Alcott.
148. 3rd quarter. Railroaders able to move maybe a little easier. I'm not sure easier is the word that you would use, but they're using some backups here.
I don't see Mr. Fisher out there. It's still got a couple of starters. Halcom's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I do not see Mr. Fisher.
Oh, Collins going to keep it across the 40 and down. He may have gotten a first down. Colin Bouchard.
By a good yard is that extra stretch.
Oh, he's
brought down by number 42, Monty McCoy.
Trying to hop. I hope that
first and 10 for Waynoka.
Looked like maybe got stepped on Charlie Horse or something like that.
Maybe hopefully a little bit of a Charlie Horse, yeah.
I can zoom in on people over in those things.
It's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Railroaders in Wildcat territory. Split to the near side. Everybody else is in. Put number 7, Hufford, in. He's got 5, 10, 15. Breaks to the outside, son. Go at the 10, the 5. Do you see any laundry?
I do not.
We're
fresh.
not.
We're good. And how about the speed for Mr. Hufford?
He got a block at about the 15-yard line. We'll look at that on the playback when we review the archives. He got a good block and then hit it. He had another gear in there that we weren't aware of.
Got like those freshmen that get in there and say, hey, I want to use this opportunity to do something.
Yeah, here we go. So, Railroaders at the 10, right around in there. Spin, give the ball right straight ahead. I think it's Hammerstein.
A little extra there on the whistle, but he got pushed back. Looks like he got right to the goal line. Did not get the touchdown, though. Waynoka will have to run one play here before the end of the third quarter as the play clock's at 26, the game clock at 30 seconds. Railroaders trying to punch one in and make it 42 to potentially 14 if they're able to punch in and get a 2-pointer.
It's good to score for both teams, really. You know, nobody gets 45, and you get to play some people that wouldn't get to play. Straight ahead goes Bouchard, and had a good block. I guess that's Myers.
Bouchard on the quarterback.
There's a couple of them right there just wedging their way in, letting Bouchard essentially fall on their backs, and it's in for the touchdown.
Bouchard scores at 2 seconds. I thought we were going to run it out. They stopped it.
They had to run a play. They had to run one. It was just a little ahead on the play clock. So why not take a score at the end of the third quarter?
Exactly.
Why not?
Pep Club on the far side, firing it up. Cheerleaders working hard, and we go again. Splits both ways. Rolling, looking, throwing. Did he catch it? He dropped it. It's no good. It's 42 to 12.
With 2 seconds left in the third.
2 seconds remaining in
Waynoka 12.
quarter number 3. Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs, Jay Beck working on top of the roof here on the press box of Covington-Douglas. We're going to pause, and you will too. We'll be right back. Rachel's Cafe in downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Waynoka. Colin Bouchard, the score. So we follow that with a Rachel's commercial. It's only rightfully so that would happen. 42 to 12. We're going to run a kickoff, and then we're going to begin the fourth quarter here pretty quick.
Yeah, a little turnaround there. Like I said, though, for that touchdown, good for both teams. Get a couple extra reps, week 0. It does feel good to get a 45 if you're one team, but at the same time, as a coach, you're like, hey, we also need the reps.
Yes.
We need those reps.
Yeah. Waynoka suffers a little bit with it because they've got about 8 reserves, and, on this side, there's probably 20 standing waiting to... Oh, get on the ball, boys.
Ooh, almost. Had a good chance at it.
Just about, but not quite. And it goes to trip zeros.
Number 10, Hayden Powell on the recovery.
3 in the book, 42-12.
End of the third quarter. Your score.
Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs with you, with Jay back here on top of the press box here at Covington-Douglas, and we will be right back.
2025
succeeded in becoming the go-to realtor for this part of the country. So if you want to sell your part of this country or you want to buy part of this country, Joe wants to hear from you. Call Joe Parsons at 580-748-2640.
We are very fortunate to live, to work, and to be able to play in this part of the world. We're also thankful for all of our blessings, our friends, and our neighbors in and around the Waynoka area. One of our big blessings is having our own animal doctor. That's Dr. Michaela Zook. Dr. Michaela Zook is now located in downtown Waynoka and can be reached at any time by telephone, 580-554-0226. Dr. Michaela Zook. One more blessing at our hometown veterinarian.
We are back to the action here in Covington-Douglas Wildcats.
Picks up about 15 on the play.
16-yard gain into Railroader territory. First down across the 45 to the 43-yard line.
This will be Halcomb in the gun for Covington-Douglas. That's the freshman Castile tries to go in the backfield on a quick throw, and that is incomplete. So Castile, one of the freshmen.
Intended for number 14, Eli Bowles. That'll bring up second down and 10.
I heard Mr. Bowles was the intended target for Covington-Douglas. So now Wildcats trying to work the freshmen in there a little bit. Some of the younger guys are underclassmen. As it is Castile again in that good look. Two receivers each side. Motions the man. It's Donnell. Hands it to him around the left side. Trying to stretch it out. The Railroaders, good contact. Ooh, short gain. Gets a few yards.
Number 4, Drake Donnell on the carry.
And for Waynoka, being able to make that tackle.
7.
George in there.
Yep, rolling George coming across. Laid some good lumber. Heard that pop all the way up.
Man, that was a nice hit.
This will be 3rd and 4 for Covington-Douglas as we get to 11:15 remaining of the ball game. The Wildcats lead 42-12. It's Castile checking his wristband. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, nobody else in the backfield. Donnell goes in motion across formation, snap a bit high. Castile in trouble as Hammerstein all over him. And they stopped the forward progress.
Oh,
there.
and he comes up limping.
Yeah, kind of right at the end, maybe
Number
twisted
7,
himself
Matt
just a
Castile
touch,
on the
but a great read by Hammerstein
That'll bring
to be
up
all over Castile on a little bit of a delayed
down
snap.
and
Snap
10.
makes it 4th and long for Covington-Douglas. Loss of looks like 6 on that play. So a chance for Waynoka to get another stop.
You know, I think right at the last spin, Hammerstein got kicked on the ankle bone, which feels like you lost the feeling in your leg. He's
still
back.
trying to scramble around and gets lit up from behind by
there
Wills.
he is.
Hammerstein again. Ankle looks fine on that one.
Wow.
And it's a sack and a turnover on downs for Covington-Douglas.
I think that's the first of the night.
I think it is for the Waynoka defense. So I'll flip the offense back out there and see who we go with.
Now, in a little bit of defense of the blue-clad Wildcats, I'm seeing a couple of guys out there with their numbers tucked into their pants because they're a little smaller. So there's some guys getting to play. Yeah. And that's good.
Ryland Fisher out there, though, getting some reps as well as Marler. So it's kind of a mix. Got a couple of those starters, a few of those leaders trying to show the young guys for Covington-Douglas. Waynoka looks like Bouchard will line back up under center.
Got a man to the near side, put him in motion. Hufford, he's got the ball. I don't know how he got the handoff, but he did.
Tell you what, and he got introduced to Mr. Ryland Fisher.
Yes, he did.
He's been introduced himself to a lot of people, but you see what he did. He popped right back up immediately. He said, I'm good. We're
jumped
fine.
up.
Good hit.
Yeah.
Got his 2.
Whoa.
Right back on. So, like to see that from the freshman. It's one of those that's a welcome to varsity football moment a little bit.
Yes, and he passed.
He passed.
We'll send him to the far side. A little fresh air out there. He's by himself. Give, first man through. Ugh. I bet we see a 44 get up from there.
Be 42 for the Rails.
42 Solomon on the carry.
Sophomore. Getting some work as the down back.
Correction, number 42, Monty McReynolds.
9:24 in the fourth quarter. It's 42-12. Rails are down. First game of the season actually is 0 week. I said not very many games tonight. You said there's a handful.
Just a handful in the air, probably about 4 or 5, and overall in the state, closer to 10 or so.
Split to the far side. and a whistle and a flag. Movement.
Yep.
False start against Waynoka. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
I've seen a couple of those, and when you're running the type of offense Waynoka is, I've been there as a lineman where you get on your toes, you're trying to get ready to fire off, you maybe fall forward a little bit too much. Causes that false starts.
This time, Hufford will come to the near side. Shotgun for Bouchard, who has the football. Can he get around the edge? He does. Then he's hit, spins, and the other people get help.
Guess who finishes that tackle? Ryland Fisher. Imagine that one.
Uh-huh.
21 Bouchard on the carry, brought down by number 88 Cooper Wheeler. That brings up 4th and 8 for the Railroaders.
No use to kick the football here.
No, might as well go for it. You're not emptying the playbook in week 0, but you're seeing, hey, what can we do on a 4th and 8? You never know when you need that experience.
And you got the wind at your back, a little bit of wind. So we're going to stack twins to the far side, put a wing out here, bring the flanker in motion, back to throw as Bouchard, looks, throws, caught. I don't think it's good for a first down, but it's caught.
It's going to be real close. Yeah, I say that. It's going to be about a yard short.
Caught by number 8 Hummerstein.
Hummerstein on the catch.
That's a heck of a catch. We had a guy hit him as he's catching it.
Yes. So it's going to be official timeout.
Measure it, maybe. I don't know if it's close enough to measure, but you'll take it.
You don't get this with a virtual measurement. You just don't.
You don't get the drama. It's
no,
too quick.
You don't. You don't.
You know, you say, do you really trust the computer? I don't.
And at the last commercial, they introduced here the chain gang. You don't get that with the virtual measurement.
The NFL's kept the chain gang. They're just not really used. More of a decoration piece.
So would you introduce them and say, we don't use them, but...
Right. It seems silly to me. I agree.
Okay.
And it is indeed about a foot short is what they're saying.
Ball will be short. Wildcats take over possession.
Pretty good look by the Railroaders. That was a nice looking play all the way around. Bouchard rolled, got a block to give him some time. Hammerstein looked marvelous on the catch.
That's a tough one to focus in on hauling. You're near the sideline. A guy's hitting you as you're trying to haul in. Like we said a second ago, you never know what you're going to need down the road in the future, so good luck. Just unfortunately didn't get the first down.
And down the road in the future is 1 week away. I mean, you got to get in the ice bath and get ready. And I promise you that Colin Bouchard will be taking an ice bath. He has not backed off a lick.
He just stays working.
Yeah, he does.
It's Castile in the gun for Covington-Douglas. Puts man in motion, hands it off to him, trying to cut it up. Jukes the man to the outside. Gets the edge to the 50 into Waynoka territory, where he's absolutely thrown out of bounds.
Number 18, Tegan.
Looks like Davison was on there on the sideline.
Up of about 11. Looks like enough for
and
another
for the carry was
first down.
Tegan Ender, the sophomore. But just enough for the first down for Covington-Douglas. Clock ticks to 7:50 left in the ball game as Wildcats lead 42-12. We're hearing it from the Pep side from Covington-Douglas. As Castile checks his wristband, he'll set up in the gun, empty. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Man in motion is Donnell. Cross formation, snap over the head. Castile is loose. Still loose, a chance at, but no. Covington-Douglas falls back on top of it. Trying to see who that man was.
Hammerstein ran past it, or he had the ball.
Dakota Berryhill.
Yeah, Dakota Berryhill, the junior, as you hear. Just had enough awareness to see that scored out. Almost a turnover for Covington-Douglas. Either way, a long loss. As they've got second and forever back at their own 40 now. First down markers all the way in Waynoka territory at about the 37. So 2nd and 23 as they call it. Steele in the gun. This time we'll have a man flanking him. It's Ender. Receiver each side. Back to pass is Castile. Under some pressure. Homicide tried to track him down, and the pass winds up a bit off target, intended for Ender. Can't haul in, makes it 3rd and long.
The fact that he got that as close as he did to an intended receiver is pretty much miraculous.
Especially when you got a couple of railroaders breathing down your neck.
Truly. 7 minutes even on the clock in the ball game in regulation play.
Wildcats facing that 3rd and 23. They haven't been afraid to pass it at times tonight. Saw one there on 2nd down. As Castile checks his wristband in the backfield to Ender. 2 receivers left. Back to pass. Looking that way is Castile. Man coming in short instead. Goes for the deep bomb. Donnell has a couple beat, but the pass too far. Donnell had leaped out for Covington-Douglas on kind of that fake screen look and had beat the defenders, but Castile couldn't connect. Makes it 4th and long.
George was making his way that way, but
I mean, you got to give credit. It was a good little play design. You kind of get the focus down
True.
low and then head them over the top. So, see, it looks like
now they might really kick.
They're looking like they're
looking like
it. It is
it.
4th and 23 with 6:58 left. Back deep.
And I don't think you'd waste a trick play.
Nah, no, you don't want to put that on tape this early.
For sure.
Looks like Creed Hufford, the freshman, back to return. And the punt for Covington-Douglas. Ooh, nearly blocked by Hommersheim.
Beautiful kick.
Hufford gets under it, but it goes through his hands. He's able to fall back on it. That was a tough one to track down. He does fall on it and get it at the 28-yard line.
That was a really good punt. He got it up into the lights. Tough to handle.
The freshman being aggressive, wanting to make that play.
Yep.
We've seen it a couple times.
So the Railroaders will go from left to right, from north to south, which means they'll have some breeze at their back. And I'm thinking they'll probably sling the ball a couple of times.
They've been committed to the run for the most part.
True.
But it'd be interesting to see Bouchard kind of flex that arm a little bit, see what he can do. And again, for Covington-Douglas, kind of that mix of a couple starters and then the young guys. Starters kind of helping them out, make sure young guys are in the right spots.
Hufford over here on this side. We're going to put trips on this side. Oh, we were going to run Hufford around on the flip, and darn it, we've wasted what would have been a pretty good play, I think.
It's been interesting. Hufford's been running hard with his opportunities. Not the biggest guy, but he gets up and moves.
So this weekend starts the all-school reunion in Waynoka. Ana Maria Ramirez and others will be there to register people at the Chamber of Commerce building in downtown Waynoka tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, see you there. Keeper, not much.
And that's one of those spots where Bouchard, as a quarterback, is still learning, right? Because it's a read option. You got to see when that pressure's there. He pulled it, and there's 3 guys in his face, so that's kind of tough. Now you got a Wildcats a little slow to get up here for Covington-Douglas. Looks like another cramp. Not hot out here, but it's week 0. Guys, they think they're hydrated until they're not. Thankfully,
we're going to work on this one for a minute, so let's just take a break. This portion of tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Mock Resources. Thanks so much to all of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Whole new world of off-road delight. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Waynoka, is open for business, and they invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. America's Oasis, an amazing concept. You have to experience it to believe it. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Waynoka, the little city by the sand.
Little Sahara State Park and America's Oasis. September the 12th and 13th, it's Sandfest 2.0 and two-wheel takeover. All kinds of good stuff. Get in touch with them at America's Oasis or at Sand Sports. Little Sahara Sand Sports. Call them at 580-824-3681. Ask Don and Donnie all about this big event. Short course drag racing, TWT ride out, freestyle show. Good stuff, Tyler.
You going to be competing, Ben? I know you got that 4x4 sitting there ready.
You know, that 4x4 is only for nighttime, 20 miles an hour on the dunes. Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Little cruise right now.
Yeah, cruise. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Splits both ways. Give it to the first guy, and everybody gets there, except Colin, who handed him the ball and went, I'm going to talk to the coach. Do your best.
There was only 2 Wildcats not in on that tackle.
Right.
I mean, they had them on all sides.
Yes. When you can't call the ball carrier until they unstack, and it's several seconds later, Hammerstein at the bottom of 6 guys.
It's not even a sandwich. That's just a straight-on pile.
Yeah, that's a pile. 5:31 in regulation time. Railroaders, no quit in them. Keep coming. Left to right, north to south. Bouchard takes him to the line. Now he brings everybody back in. Now he puts George out at the far side. We got a split on the near side. He rolls. Bouchard. Oh, throw it.
That's unfortunate because I think you had George finally kind of leaking out on that far side, but you got no time to throw with Covington-Douglas pretty much on you instantly.
The fact that he got a throw off into an open area is kind of a win. That deal got really tough really quick.
It's 4th and long for Waynoka. We'll see if they like to go for it. They choose to kick one.
There's a whole lot of people that just checked in. I think we're going to kick. Have we got a 12?
That's what it looks like.
12 going back?
Yes, we do. That'd be Mr. Millich, Wyatt Millich. Flag comes out.
Oops.
On the snap.
That might be good. Man, you don't see that too often, where you actually pick off a cheerleader with a punt. She'll remember this game.
Yeah, she will.
How did that happen to you? Well,
They're checking on her to make sure she's good. She's fine. She's a tough one. Looks like it was on Waynoka. Not sure if there was maybe too many men. Couldn't remember what that call was in terms of the signal.
You know, I was looking at the cheerleader trying to get herself back into action. So there's the call from the referee, and we walk backwards. And I think if you punted that one, you'll probably punt this one.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they maybe just gave the possession.
Oh, are they just turning it over?
It should be 4th down again. Okay, Covington-Douglas is
no.
confused. They think it's turnover on downs. And got repunted. So now they're realizing getting set up.
Aha.
So it's like, oh, no, guys, you don't get the penalty and the ball immediately like that. It's going to be Millich again to punt.
Oh, he gets a good one. He gets a good one.
Second opportunity, not bad.
Cost the 50 and out of bounds. That's just a way better than the last go-round.
Punt mark down around midfield.
4:35.
First down and 10.
In the contest, Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs, Covington-Douglas, the Wildcats. What did you say that the spread was, or the people that were picking? What they picked?
The Oklahoman had this as a 36-12 game in favor of Wildcats, so we're about on that.
They really didn't miss it much,
Not
did
too
they?
Much.
Whoa.
Covington-Douglas in the gun with Castile, the freshman. End around. Donnell fakes the handoff. They go short on the pass.
There's nobody back
on the
there.
edge, has some room. The 30. It's a foot race. Davidson able to get over and sling him out of bounds.
Man, Davidson got there quick. That looked like it was going to go.
comes Eli Bowles, as you hear. They're
Gain of
freshman
about 25.
on the big
That'll
game.
be enough for another Wildcats first down.
1st and 10 for Covington-Douglas on the quick pass. As they'll go to the hurry up and wait. But, Davison, he's done a pretty good job tonight saving some touchdowns on some of those long plays.
He has. Millage has. Stetson Nix has. George has. I mean, from time to time, of course, Colin Bouchard is in or around every play.
Pretty much. That's Castile in the gun. A couple of receivers to his right, one in motion.
Got him coming this way.
And boy,
cutting
got him
back.
backtracking.
He's still got the
has
ball.
A cutback, has a hole. Gets up near the sideline. He's staying bad as he did. Cuts it back to midfield, and it's a touchdown for Covington-Douglas.
Wildcat, number 18, Keegan Ender, with a crafty run from about 30 yards out.
And Mr. Ender used the reverse end around. That looked like it was stopped in his tracks, and he went all out Reggie Bush and cut it back around.
He did.
Covington-Douglas adds their lead, making it 48-12 with 3:41 remaining. They'll go for two with Castile in the gun. Trips to his right. Man in motion is Donnell across the formation. Castile looking for another quick pass. Instant pressure, has to step up out of it and can't complete the pass as a couple railroaders was in his face. Had a man open, but it was a little short on the pass.
Number 12, Dakota Berryhill.
So it remains
With
48-12.
3 minutes and 41 seconds left in the game, your Wildcats lead 48-12.
Timeout on the field. We'll be back in just a moment. Rails down, 48-12 with 3:41 to play.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Casasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Casasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is Rose and Ben on KALV.
Back to the action. The ball is line drive at the 35. Hammerstein tries to get around the corner, gets close to the 40-yard line, forced out of bounds on the far side.
Hammerstein on the return.
Trip trays
forced out of bounds by number 4
on the board.
Donnell.
As we move to the end of quarter number 4.
38-yard line will be 1st and 10.
Well, and it's just settled into a beautiful night, Ben. I don't think you can ask much better for August 28th.
Oh, yeah.
Golly.
I mean, look at this. Look at this cowboy. Then look at this flag. I mean,
not bad.
Just a nice breeze here in Covington-Douglas, and a very handsome cowboy in the shot also. It's just a bonus, folks. Far side, 5 yards.
Mr. Hufford, freshman.
Number 7, Hufford on the carry.
You know, this is how Landon Seeger's career at Waynoka started. I was doing the first game, and then this number comes in that isn't even on the program. Turned out to be number 36 was Landon Seeger, and he never got off the field after that. So that may be the case for Hufford.
Maybe. He's had some good runs.
He
in
has.
This game. And mind you, Covington-Douglas just now is finally kind of getting to the point where they've subbed out everybody, right? Last few possessions, they've still had some of those starters.
And I think Waynoka, too. I think everybody's gotten to play. Ball inside.
Number 7 on the carry again.
That's Hufford.
By number
Can't even tell it's number 7 right now.
It
So it got pulled down a little bit. It looks like.
Looks like.
I don't even know what that would be. It's not a number.
Kind of like one of those ones that you make with your crayon.
He just pops right back up, though, after
Yes.
each run.
2 in the backfield, 1 under center. Trip ducks on the board. Hufford, I believe he'll get to the first down. Nice. Hit that hole quick.
That he did. And that's what he's doing. He's seeing that little sliver, taking advantage of it. Taking some pops for it, but getting rewarded with some yardage.
For Waynoka at midfield.
So Tyler Riggs, I want to thank you so much from descending from your sports director throne at K101 and coming to work with us tonight, and then driving to the Panhandle tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it's a good trip. First man through, 5, 6, 7. It's Hufford, 8 yards.
It's not quite Hufford. That's a little bit bigger man than Hufford there.
You think it is?
Yeah, so is
Come on now.
Mr. Solomon.
Number 42 on the carry, tackle made by number 7, Matt Castile.
I'm sure Hufford will be happy you kind of confuse him with Solomon there, because
Well,
that's two different sizes.
Here's the deal. If you're going to correct me, you're fired. This is your last. This is your last go right here. So enjoy it.
Okay.
125 in the contest. Hufford has the ball. First down. Okay, big boy.
Yeah, you're good.
Good.
No doubts,
Number
man.
7, Hufford on the carry.
I feel better about it.
The first down.
Maybe the firing was a little
premature.
Yeah, a little premature. So shake it off. Shake it off.
You know, CJ's probably fired me 4 or 5 times. I'm quick to suck up and get the job back.
Well, if you're going to work in radio, you start getting fired the day you get hired.
Right, yeah.
That's a part of the interview. How long can I work here before you fire me? Guess who?
Mr. Hufford just spinning down again.
I'm more and more wanting to call him Mr. Hufford. This kid's looking pretty good.
He just keeps getting forward yards. I mean, that's, you know, people don't think about that skill, but when he can fall forward for 3 or 4, it's not a bad thing.
Barry Switzer again. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and we can play all night long.
Yes, sir.
19 seconds clock is running. Fight song in 19 seconds, says the band director. Cue the band. We've got a completion and out of bounds. Nicely done.
Solomon showed the run a second ago and then shows the hands on the catch.
Number 4, Drake Donnell.
Bouchard, not a bad throw at all.
Not at all. And Solomon, a pretty darn nice catch. So, Tyler, I know that you heavy sports types like long post-game shows. Well, buddy,
You got places to be, was what you're saying.
I want you in the car in 2 minutes after this baby.
We'll see what we can do.
Okay. In tight again. It's Hufford. Get around the corner, bud. Oh, he had one guy. He gets around that. It's a whole new ball game.
Brought down by number 2.
More or less, but this ball game is over. It is 48-12. I'm going to say it one more time, Tyler.
Waynoka 12.
Railroaders, no quit in any of them.
Oh, no doubt about it. Like I said, you know, numbers weren't quite there in terms of when you compare sidelines, but I saw good effort from everybody tonight, especially towards the end here. That's what you want to see earlier in the season. I think, hopefully, you emerge healthy from this game tonight, too. You get the good reps, you come out healthy. There'll be some nights spaz, but you can take some good lessons into next week against O'King.
Tomorrow, Cade Kennedy and I will be at the softball field in Waynoka. Fast pitch, Lady Rails softball, and the reunion, the all-school reunion starts tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you this, Tyler, if you don't hear anything I have said tonight, and that would be fine.
You've been saying stuff, no.
Right now, Tyler, is my favorite thing in this class of sports. Handshake line, center up, get down on a knee, and pray.
We congratulate each other on a good hard-fought effort and all that, so you definitely love to see it.
I love it.
Sportsmanship and
Yep.
a good community.
We'll pause for just a minute to take this in because it's wonderful. And then we will wish you well. And Tyler, go ahead and stop in Woodward, sleep for a while before you head into the Panhandle. What time's your kickoff tomorrow?
It's 7 o'clock like it was tonight up here, so I got a little time.
You got a little time.
I got a little time. Got to talk to a couple more coaches before things because we got to get Friday night quick scores ready as well. So do a couple more check-ins, and we'll be off and rolling to a fun Friday night.
Well, forget that I fired you for correcting me, and if you decide you want to work some more, I mean...
I don't know, Ben. I'm an elephant. I don't forget.
Oh, boy.
Unless I sleep, and I sleep a lot. So.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So good. The season's underway. It's a tough one, but it's really not any tougher than it looked like it was going to be going in. I mean, as far as nobody ran away with this one. They scored, but it was tough.
Well, Waynoka made them earn just about every score, you know.
I wish I'd have said that instead of what I said. Yeah, yeah, that's the one.
And that's what you want to see. And again, this is a Covington-Douglas team that will be a playoff team, a team that will push to go a little deeper. So you showed some good things tonight. Go back, look on film, work on the things that maybe you thought weren't so good, and get another good team of O'Keene in the non-district next week and get prepared for that district schedule and see what you can do.
And get the ice bath ready. It's had Landon Seeger in it for a couple of years. Now it's time for Colin Bouchard to slip into the ice bath. What a courageous guy.
Ice bath for sure. Well
I
earned.
promise. Thank you so much. Cade and I in town in Waynoka tomorrow for Jay Beck, for Tyler Riggs, and for myself. Thank you so much for joining us. Drive carefully and please be good sports.